Welcome, everybody, to the Arc of Wrestling Podcast, episode 36. I am your host, Greg. Joining me today, we have Mike.
Hi.
Hunter.
Hello.
Jonesy. Strike.
Hashtag Greg sucks.
Joker.
Yo.
And Matt.
What's up?
And we have two special guests with us tonight. We have Lag Spike, creator, owner, and our boss, Adam.
What is up, guys?
And
the boss shit, really?
yes, the boss, because you are
No, come on, he's
technically
I'm calling it boss.
your...
on you, boss.
No.
Just to let you know.
I should have the boss man intro if I'm gonna.
You should.
I'm playing. We can't do that shit. Copyright completely.
You're technically our boss, if you think about it. Yeah, you're technically our boss.
Stop sucking up and finish
Yeah,
this.
get off here. Yeah.
And we have
Stream.
one of our first regular chatters over at Justin.tv or lagspike.tv/Arc of Wrestling, PKPunk, or Patrick. How's it going?
Oh, not bad. I'm call me whatever.
Probably whatever. Yeah.
Before I go to mute my mic to eat again, Hunter, you're the only one on here who sucks wang, so you should get off the show. You should,
Mike, go suck your dick.
you should go. That made no sense. Shut your mouth.
See, look, you're already pissed. Be
You
in a
should
good
go
mood. You should
I'm
just
not-
be in a good mood.
I'm not mad.
You're kind of
Hey,
rustled right
Heath
now.
Slater thinks you're a little mad.
You should be
Come
mad.
on. Get your jimmies unrustled.
You
Come
should be
on.
mad. You should be mad. You're from Minnesota. That's all I'm saying.
Jeez, look at this hostility. I didn't even say anything to you.
Okay, before we start up the show, I'd like to remind everybody, go follow us on Twitter over at twitter.com/Arc of Wrestling. Follow us on YouTube over at
I don't
youtube.com
want to follow you.
youtube.com/Arc of Wrestling again. Also, if you have any questions during the show, wrestling-related questions of Money in the Bank, of what happened on Raw, SmackDown, TNA, ask us, because we are streaming live over at justin.tv/Arc of Wrestling. Ask us in chat, and we'll answer them randomly during the show until we get more of a connection with our fans. And let's start off. Money in the Bank pay-per-view just ended 28 minutes ago. A little bit more. Yeah.
No, more like 43.
Yeah. Take or leave 20 minutes, who knows. Yeah. I say we just get this started because we weren't going to discuss Raw. I know if I discussed Raw, I was going to have an aneurysm and die in the middle of the
That was the
podcast.
best Raw ever.
Yeah, I had to admit, honestly, 100% the worst fucking Raw ever.
Definitely.
I was so sick and tired of seeing AJ skip around the ring. I wish the bitch would trip and break out her fucking.
Oh. Now that's going a little overboard, isn't it, Adam?
I was pretty tired of the feud in general.
Yeah, I mean, they're really
I'm just
milking
happy
the
it's
shit out of
ended.
this AJ shit. Yeah, she's eye candy, okay. I understand, everybody thinks she's hot, whatever. But really, they're adding this shit to her? Really?
I'm not attracted to 12-year-olds.
Well, here's how I see it. This is not the end of the feud. It's not.
No, it's not.
Oh my.
Even though, even as a big fan of AJ, big fan of Punk, a big fan of Bryan, I do want this feud to be over. I don't see it. I don't see it ending. I see it ending at SummerSlam with an I Quit match or a Last Man Standing match.
Greg, the feud's already over. We know who's getting the next title shot.
Well,
He's
yeah,
already lost
we know who's getting
twice
the.
to
We
him.
know who's getting the next title shot, but
Last year's SummerSlam.
we don't know if it's gonna be over.
Dude, if this Cena shit doesn't stop, like, I understand, like, whatever happened, like, honestly, and I'm going to go a little bit of NL fucking old school on this shit, whenever they used to do clobbering time. But whatever happened to the main event being your belt holders? Whatever happened to that shit?
It's
Now it's anymore, it's Cena. It's like, oh, Cena doesn't have the belt, but now he's the headliner of the shit. It's fucking horrible.
well,
Cena's basically always been the headliner.
Patrick, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, it's and it goes with what Adam's saying is, this is the 8th pay-per-view, if you include the one where he won it, that Punk has been the champion. He has main evented exactly one pay-per-view and has not main evented any this year. His only main event was TLC.
Yeah, Cena has main evented every single pay-per-view this year except for the Royal Rumble. That's the,
Go figure. It's the Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's
mean,
like
that-
what else you gonna do?
That one's understandable, but what happened to the title actually being the last match?
it's the fact.
Cena, fighting Cena is more prestigious than having any title shot in the WWE.
Apparently so now. You know,
WWE logic.
that's exactly why Vince McMahon. I'm so glad he's out of the front line of that. Like, believe me, I love Mr. McMahon attitude. I love that shit.
He does.
But now when it comes down to this, it's like, really, McMahon, you're putting all your faith into Cena because the little kiddies love him. Whatever happened to being a heel? Hardcore heel. I mean, whatever happened to that shit? Now it's just like, oh, we need somebody to look up to. Here we go. We'll put Cena in the place of it. Really? Really?
Cena moves merchandise.
Yeah, it's all about WWE believes that if they don't put Cena at the end of the pay-per-view, if they already have his match like midway through the pay-per-view, people are going to stop watching. If Cena's not at the end of Raw, the people are going to stop watching. You know,
Do they not understand that people love storyline? That's what happens with this shit.
Well-
Just people love storyline overall. I mean, that's why we're bitching about the AJ versus, or AJ, CM Punk, Kane shit, which I didn't understand at all. I mean, like, that stuff. We don't enjoy that shit. I don't, at least. I mean, I don't know about you guys.
the
agree
Punk
with
Bryan Kane feud.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, but the weird-ass thing of AJ coming out, skipping around the ring, making out with
At least
Kane.
it was a storyline that's been consistent. I mean, look back in the past 3 months, and could you think of a feud? I mean, I could think of at least one feud that's lasted longer than 4 months, 4 or 5 months, and that was
That is actually true.
Orton versus Christian, and that lasted 5 pay-per-views, 4 or 5 pay-per-views. This is. You have to agree at some point that this feud, even though it hasn't main evented the pay-per-views, and Punk's been holding the title for 200 plus years. I mean, 200 plus years, 200 plus days.
I didn't know we had Yoda as the WWE.
No.
Wait.
WWE champion I am.
How can you hold a title for 200 years?
Okay, okay.
Ask Bruno Sammartino.
With
George
Punk-
Washington, first WWE champion.
With Punk holding the WWE Championship for 200 plus days, it has made both the championship and Punk look better. But what's diminishing both the title and Punk, not really looking like the top of the company is Cena, because Cena's the one taking the main event spots in all the pay-per-views on majority of the Raws. And if it's not John Cena opening and closing Raw, it's AJ, because she's been pretty much the driving point of the entire Punk Bryan feud.
Yeah, like her putting both of them through a table.
Yeah,
And
like
Raw.
that was shocking. That was like a kind of a okay, wow, that got my attention moment.
Yeah.
She doesn't belong in the main event.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
No way she.
Why do you think that, Strike?
Well, for one, she's not in the main event as is. Cena is. Secondly, if your feud basically relies on a diva as your biggest pull just about, then obviously something's wrong.
Well, okay, here's the thing. It's a love triangle storyline. But usually these love triangle storylines, they don't focus on the diva very much. What I think the reason why AJ has gotten a lot more spotlight was because of her performances that she's been able to pull off with the backstage promos and getting on the whenever she was able to get on the mic. I think she's been able to hit it home run. And this is not just because I like AJ. I really feel that there's potential in her. Yes, we could swear.
I have to say,
I
honestly,
didn't want to ask out loud.
I think that she's really, yeah, I have to give you that. For a diva standpoint, even though she's not considered a diva, but she is, I guess. But I mean, with that being said, dude, it helps out a lot because a lot of people like her. I mean, a lot of people care about the storyline of this shit. Me
I like
personally,
Caitlyn more.
I hate it. Really? You like Caitlyn
I
more?
despise this.
Oh, I don't even get me started on Kate. I can't stand any of the diva matches. Every time I get like, and it's no offense, women, ladies out there. I'm not saying that I hate you. I'm just saying that I just can't watch these matches because I feel like they're fucking forced. Every time I feel like I'm watching one of these matches, I go and I sit there and like, oh, well, here we go. Here's a Divas match. Oh, shit. This is going to be fucking forced. All right. I got to go piss. Be back.
Yep.
That's exactly what it
Yep,
is. It's a
that's
bathroom break.
Well, more ways than one. You know what I'm saying?
Caitlin's sort of in that category where she's not just your Barbie doll, you know? She used to participate in strongwoman competitions, and
Yeah, Caitlyn reminds me a lot, and I think if she trained a little bit more, if maybe she pushed the creative writers to get her on TV a little bit more, I think she could easily be the next Trish Stratus.
no, not the
No
next
way.
Trish.
You don't think so? I think she
She
could
doesn't have the- she doesn't
probably
have
not
the
to
sexy
not
talent.
probably not to Trish Stratus's level, but she could easily head into that level, but not really reach that level.
She doesn't even have a
She
leader
could
to
be
push her
on
to
top
that
of
level.
but
You
not
no.
reach what she did.
She would be more comparable to Beth Phoenix or Jacqueline. You know, the women that
I
look
would
like they could
say more
kill
Jack-
you.
But you mean you can't have two Beth? Well,
Except Caitlyn's actually hot.
Caitlyn is hot.
Yeah.
Caitlyn, oh my god.
She is so...
Yuck. If you like 300-pound thighs, I mean, if that's your thing.
Under
That will
thighs.
crush you.
She's hot.
I'd hit that. I'd hit that.
I don't know. I don't know. She's pretty. She's.
Her mouth.
Again, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for females with two-toned hair. So
Okay,
That's,
first,
to admit the same.
we're not even going over the results. We need to go over the results. And we're going to start with the pre-show match. It was Kofi Kingston and R-Truth versus
Did anyone
Hunico
watch it?
and Camacho.
yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
The Camacho
pretty
man,
good.
brother. Camacho man. The Camacho man. Everyone loves Camacho. The
Who's
Camacho
Camacho?
man.
Camacho is...
Now Camacho.
Here's the thing. Camacho and Hunico, excellent talent. Bad thing, they're
Hey,
never
Joe.
going to go anywhere in the company.
Ah, no. Fuck no.
They're
I
never...
think they like, dude. Tonight showed some shit.
The
It,
Camacho man is over as fuck.
yeah.
I'm not saying him.
Well,
Did
but
not see the charisma bouncing off the Camacho man.
the
I've never seen it.
the entire audience was good the entire night. I mean,
They
But-
were laughing at Zack Ryder's shitty jokes. How was that
well, obviously the crowd was drunk.
cheered for every single thing ever.
Obviously the crowd was drunk, but
They
to
won Morphy.
I mean, I look at Hunico and I see cruiserweight. I look at Camacho, I could see heavyweight, but I don't see heavyweight. It's Camacho really does look like one of those people who doesn't seem like he could ever get to that level. He has the potential to get to that level, but he can never get to it.
Unfortunately.
So I don't know.
I'm leaving you guys hating on the Camacho man.
Are you a big fan of Camacho, Matt?
Yeah, the Camacho man, he's ready, brother Jack, dude. He's ready.
All right.
Push Camacho.
I think if you push
Give him
Camacho,
a tight-
he could probably do something, but I'm not sure about Hunico.
I don't really like Camacho very much. I don't know.
Has Camacho even had a match?
Camacho's had matches.
Tonight.
Like one couple.
Well, I mean a singles match.
He's had single matches.
He won one against Tyson Kidd on the next day.
I don't know. Some reason he just doesn't. I don't really find him impressive.
Oh no, he's very impressive in the ring. I think it's just the gimmicks that's really pulling away some people. I mean he's not Mexican. He's Samoan, right, Mike?
That sounds correct.
I think he is because he's the son of Ming.
Santino's Canadian. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but I mean, Santino could pull off that Italian gimmick, and even that's even hard to say alone. But Camacho, I mean, I don't know. But also even bringing in like a Samoan, just a regular Samoan wrestler, is going to be interesting. But the Mexican gimmick for Camacho is not going to work for him, especially if it's going to be like this badass gangster gimmick, Mexican gangster.
I mean, shit. Like, okay, speaking of Samoan, look at The Rock. What he came out as. Jesus God, that was horrible.
Not in my opinion.
I mean, really?
He's that blue
Like,
chipper right there.
I'm like, Jesus God, this is fucking horrible.
Well, The Rock
Like,
The Rock really never embraced his Samoan heritage. I mean, he did. I think he did at the beginning, but he kind of just became a superstar. He became more than just a third generation superstar. He became the superstar that everyone recognized with.
Yeah, I mean, really, you look at his dad. I mean, even I hate to not like give credit to these people at all, but I mean, you look at his dad, his grandfather before that, and shit, and I'm like, not so much.
Yeah.
Him, dude, he rocked. I mean, he was not really, honestly, he was an okay wrestler, but he rocked the fucking mic completely.
Oh yeah.
Same as fucking Triple H does now when he's on the mic, because whenever he talks to somebody, you know shit's going down.
Yeah.
You know, Cena, he's all right at times. I mean, he does some fucking shit that I think is funny as hell. I'm like, oh my God, you're calling out The Rock on this shit, and it actually makes sense. Oh, okay, like the Tooth Fairy and shit like that. That's fucking hilarious. But then all of a sudden, just him running his mouth to other people. The Big Show, he's fucking selling that fucking heel shit now. I love that. Love that completely.
You like heel?
A lot of people can't do it.
I don't like Big Show. I've never liked Big Show since he broke with
I like Big Show.
I can't forgive
this.
that.
I like Big Show heel. I don't like Big Show face. Big Show face sucks. He cannot do it at all. I was talking with Johnny and them in New Legacy, and I was like, they were sitting there saying, "Oh my God, there's another Big Show heel turn here soon," and I'm like, I don't know. Then they actually did that shit, and I'm like, damn it. Why? Okay, I can get into this shit, see what the storyline is, but I kind of like it, but I hate it to the certain extent of, like, really, didn't we go through a fucking phase with this shit through Mark Henry? Oh, he's on a destruction, he's gonna kill everybody and all. I'm like, really? We just went through this shit with Mark Henry, so what the fuck's going on now?
Yeah, he's
Just generic
months.
monster big guy. Generic monster big guy. And I really can't forgive Big Show for breaking Wade Barrett's arm. That burns my soul that Wade Barrett's injured because of him. Fat piece of shit.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hey, don't worry. Wade Barrett should be coming back pretty soon. Hopefully by SummerSlam. Hopefully.
Wade Barrett.
I hope so.
Dude, yeah, I have not seen Wade Barrett for a while. Like,
Big Show broke his arm?
No, he didn't break his arm. It was just a freak accident.
Dislocated his elbow. That's cool.
Big Show threw Cody Rhodes. Wait, did he throw Cody Rhodes over?
I don't know, but I'm just gonna explain something.
Wasn't like 3 or 4 guys injured in the same exact match?
All by Big.
Well, no. What happened was, I think Wade Barrett had the freak accident. Cody Rhodes landed like on his head, or something like that. So he hurt his head, but I didn't know how badly. And I think Ziggler got hurt too.
Yeah, Big Show threw Ziggler into Wade Barrett. That broke Barrett's arm. And,
I just want to point out, there's a difference between a broken arm and a torn muscle.
Yeah.
Broken arm is where the bone is snapped.
Or some vacation time off.
Did you not see the X-ray from it?
No, what?
He had a torn muscle.
He had a torn ligament, and a ligament is the thing that attaches
I'm aware what a ligament is.
he didn't break his arm. He tore a ligament,
A
which
ligament
is
takes longer to heal.
I like
than a broken arm.
exaggerating details, so it makes it sound worse.
at least you're not like
I
Strike, who
know
truly
for sure.
believes that tearing a ligament is
Winter
breaking your arm.
died.
Yes, weird. Barrett.
Wade Barrett has no legs.
Okay, we need to move
1
on.
minute ago, I quote by CM Punk 1 minute ago, step up, get in line, take a number, get beat, and go back to the so-called line. Or the back of the said line. Okay.
Interesting.
We'll talk about more about Punk later, but we have to move on. We open up the actual pay-per-view with the first Money in the Bank match. It's Money in the Bank ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship contract. We have Christian versus Santino Marella, Sin Cara, Tyson Kidd, Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler with Vicky Guerrero, Tensai, and Damian Sandow.
Called this one. Called this shit.
All bit too.
I called that Dolph would get a fucking huge push. Dolph is one of the best wrestlers out there. He can take
Definitely.
some shit that makes it look good. Like, he gets hit with some shit, and it looks fucking awesome.
He sells it.
He can really sell having his head bounced off the damn mat.
Yeah, but he'll be talking like, Muhammad Ali here soon if he doesn't stop that shit, but that's okay. I mean, he can sell that shit completely. And I love it. Love it. I love Dolph Ziggler. I just wish he'd get rid of that stupid fucking hair. That's what pisses me off.
Godly. What the hell?
Okay, I want to ask Strike a question. Are you with me, Strike?
Sort of.
Okay. When Ziggler won Money in the Bank, you said he doesn't need it. Could you elaborate on that?
I mean, how many title shots has he had? Like 5 or 6? He's over with the crowds. He's good in the ring. He's good on the microphone. I mean, he could just get a legitimate push, or at least a push without the Money in the Bank, and it would be just as believable. And they could save the SmackDown Money in the Bank for somebody who could use that push. Maybe like Tyson Kidd gets a super push or something.
And
It might not be believable, but it's Money in the Bank. Anything can happen.
this is when I believe. This is when I 100% agree with you, Strike. I think, even though I said that Ziggler said he was either going to win Money in the Bank or Wade Barrett was going to make a surprise entrance, take out Santino Marella and put himself in Money in the Bank, that's what I was fucking hoping for, that Ziggler was going to win. But because I never had hope in Cody Rhodes in the first place. Ziggler has been in a position where he could have one more match with Sheamus, whether it was on SmackDown, whether it was on a pay-per-view. If him winning the championship would have been the perfect time, and they could have done it, but they're using Money in the Bank as a scapegoat, as lack of creating a storyline.
I don't know if he could have gotten it against Sheamus, because he's already lost to Sheamus like 3 or 4 times. He's looked pretty weak against him.
Yeah, but then that's when you have the tables turn and you have Ziggler beat Sheamus clean over, and it'd be a huge upset, making Sheamus look like this giant god who's finally been beaten by this mortal. Sheamus has been on a roll since WrestleMania. He's won all his pay-per-views, just like Punk. And
Right, but with this one, I think it's going to help out a lot, though, whenever you have kind of like a 3-way battle back in the day, whenever you used to have with the WWE Championship, is now you're going to have, Sheamus, you're going to have, Dolph, and also Alberto in the mix of this shit. Is Alberto coming in and fucking up, Dolph's chances? And we really haven't seen a feud between Dolph and also, Alberto. So I think that's where it's going to lead to.
Well,
is that every time that he tries to cash in, Alberto is going to be there and be like, oh no, you're not fucking this one up for me.
We've already seen Ziggler, Del Rio, and Sheamus go at it, and I didn't feel interested in it. I didn't feel that Del Rio was at a position where he could have gone anywhere with it. Uh, Mike's probably gonna get pissed at me, but I think Del Rio and Sheamus are stale as fuck. There's, I'm a huge fan of Sheamus. I've always thought that Sheamus was gonna be like the next big star, and Del Rio's a great wrestler and all, but both of them are stale.
You're a hipster.
They are stale. I don't watch indie wrestling, Mike. I'm sorry.
Del Rio's been stale since before WrestleMania.
Go watch John Cena matches, Greg.
I don't want to kill myself.
Can I kill you?
We do.
I'm going to become 5 again.
But
Sheamus is kind of boring, though.
Put on your green shirt.
see, at least with Punk, you know, Punk has that charisma to go with it. Sheamus doesn't have much of a charisma. He's kind of like,
Punk's kind of an underdog, too.
yeah,
You already know Sheamus is going to win with a bro kick every time.
yeah. You know,
Like he did at Extreme Rules, like he did at WrestleMania, like he did every other time.
yeah.
The bro kick is his finisher.
He's had 3 finishers. Now all of his finishers lead into the brogue kick.
Because
Gonna set up his
he had the white noise. He had, what was that? The Celtic Cross?
Yeah.
The Celtic, yeah.
Dude, I love that fucking finisher. I thought it was fucking awesome.
And yeah, and all it does, they've started out as finishers and they've led into signatures, and they all lead to the bro kick because the bro kick looks the more dynamic.
That's what happened to his Irish backbreaker.
Yeah.
Where he slams him on his knee. That used to be his finisher back in ECW. Maybe his early Raw days.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah, Joker.
Did you say that you always thought that Sheamus was good?
Ever since he first made his debut, yeah, I always thought that Sheamus was gonna be big. But then I also thought that Ezekiel Jackson was gonna be big, and I was completely wrong about that.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw Sheamus, when I saw his name, I did not think he was gonna be anybody. I don't know why. I guess I just thought he seemed to. I don't know. I guess it was the way he looked, but he looked too cartoonish to me at first.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I really look at. If does the person look different than the rest of the herd? Because if he does, that gives him another plus in the book. Does he have a different figure than the rest of the herd? You know, does he look bulkier? Does he have does he have like marks on his body that that will symbolize him as a character? That's another plus in the book.
I honestly thought he was just going to be one of those people that'd be around for like a couple of months or something.
And then when I saw that he was trained by Triple H, I was like, oh, okay, guess he's gonna be world champion.
No shit, you can tell by his damn beard. That's fucking stupid as shit.
Yeah.
Who else was trained by Triple H? McIntyre? Look where McIntyre is.
Well, McIntyre had like all the push in the world. Like Vince wanted him, Triple H wanted him, and it got to the point where creative didn't have anything for him to do.
So they made him a jobber. They had something for Sheamus, but not for Mike. That's pretty ridiculous, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think there's a lot for McIntyre to do, but I think it gets to a point. I mean, if you look at the main event scene right now, you have Sheamus. We all want Wade Barrett to come in. We all want McIntyre to get in. I want Antonio Cesaro to be world champion soon. Those are 4 guys right there.
No, we don't. I want Cassius Ohno to come in along with Antonio Cesaro, and then bring in Sarah Del Rey, and you put the damn teams of wrestling together on SmackDown.
Nope, I don't want that.
Dude, I'll be honest. When I first saw like Sheamus out in the ring, I was like, really? This is Finley's replacement. That's exactly what I fucking thought of.
Here.
I was like, oh god, here we go again. The same way with Jack Swagger. Really? Okay, so we have Jack Swagger that is also doing shit, I can't remember his name. Oh, Kurt Angle. like doing the ankle lock and all that shit. I'm like, really? And then he sucks ass now.
I think even
I
Swagger
think that's what.
Swagger was one of those people who had some really heavy momentum, and I think that everybody in the back wanted him to, be something. But it got to the
Yeah.
point where, Swagger, for a great wrestler, for, a guy who looks really good, he's in shape, he's pretty good, pretty tall. Yeah, he's big. He's a big guy. He has no charisma.
They need to think of a new theme for him.
Hey.
That's all there is to it, man.
I
He
like-
would be good.
I like the Rage Against the Machine-ish song that he's got now, to be honest. But I think that he needs Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, he needs Vicky
Ziggler
Guerrero.
We need somebody.
Ziggler doesn't.
Oh no, yeah. Ziggler doesn't need Vicky at all. And I
Swagger-
don't really understand where that came from.
If Swagger had Vicky, Swagger would get the heat that he needs to get the push.
Yeah.
And, that would really boost Swagger's momentum in the WWE if he had Vicky Guerrero in his corner, in my opinion, anyways.
Yeah.
Ziggler doesn't need Vicky now that he's got the briefcase.
Yeah. Now that he has the briefcase, he should totally ditch Vicky. But when they had that match when it was Swagger versus Ziggler and the person would get Vicky as a manager, I think it was a perfect idea to continue to keep Vicky with Ziggler, because Ziggler was at a point in his career where he really didn't have much momentum going into the future. And keeping Vicky with him, I think, was the ultimate move to have him continue on for the world title. Because if he didn't have Vicky, he would have ended up like what Swagger is right now, which is barely on TV, jobbing to, Brodus Clay and Ryback and other people or whatever. And, we're probably not going to see Swagger for a while. So yeah. We gotta kind of move on. What'd you guys
Swaggy time.
What'd you guys think of the Money in the Bank ladder match?
The first one.
The first one.
It's pretty good.
Sloppy.
It was
There's a
way
couple
better than
good
the second
spots,
one.
though.
Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty good, but you had 8 people, and it was going to look sloppy regardless.
No.
What's up with Sin Cara getting slammed into a ladder every fucking
Yeah, I
match?
know.
Like,
What
He
the
go
got
hell?
on.
killed.
He's like,
It's in his
oh, and guess
contract.
what? Like, Sin Cara, yep, we suspended you there for a while, and for you to come back, you had to be slammed into a ladder 20,000 times.
Yeah.
I just want to point out Tyson Kiddum's botched that thing with Ziggler.
Oh yeah. That was.
God, I thought Ziggler was dead. I really did.
What about when Sin Cara botched that superplex or whatever?
That was
he was trying
both
to
of
do?
them. That was both of them.
And Santino botched Tensai.
Oh, yeah. It's Botch Central.
That was just full of botches.
My question is this. Have you all discussed this on the show yet about where Sin Cara's, like, entrance has changed? Like,
Yeah.
he does not hit the fucking trampoline anymore and flip in.
He does that because when he tore his ACL.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was like, and what?
Yeah, now he comes off the opposite rope.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, okay, so you're still gonna do the fucking flippy spinny shit, but now we're gonna do it in the ring.
Yeah. When he tore his ACL Survivor Series, it was because of a springboard.
Really? That was the
Yeah.
reason why it happened.
Yeah, it was a freak accident.
I thought it was him falling over the ropes.
No,
Yeah,
he went for the springboard and
Yeah.
he tore his ACL, and that's why he flipped over the rope.
That's not because his web launcher didn't like hit the first time after he was trying to be playing a new Spider-Man.
I thought he tore his ACL during the match. He didn't tear it doing his entrance.
He
was during
tore
the
it.
It was during the match. That's all I was saying.
It was during the match. He was going for a springboard on the outside, and when he hit the rope, his ACL just went.
Was
It was Survivor
I,
Series.
Yeah.
I was just confused, that's all.
And from a person who knows what that feels like, yeah, dude, that's some fucking... You don't want to do the same shit anymore. I used to play hockey, and when I tore my ACL, I was like, yeah, I'll play hockey again. Bullshit. That did not happen.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it does not feel good. Hey, you leave me alone. Fuck
Okay.
baseball. That's all I gotta say.
So with Ziggler
Whoa
winning,
there.
oh yeah,
Baseball.
don't insult baseball, because when you
Fuck
insult
softball.
baseball, you insult softball. And Hunter is apparently in the
Hey.
championships and in his softball team.
Yeah, we're going for the championship, baby.
Everybody likes big balls eventually. I understand that.
Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Shit, man.
He misses Raw just to go play
Okay, well-
softball.
Obviously, my softball is better than the last couple of Raw episodes.
That-
Oh, and I will say that I would probably rather watch a softball game. Wow.
Oh well.
Classic.
Okay. Moving on. World Heavyweight Championship match. Sheamus, who is the champion, versus Alberto Del Rio.
This match went on for far too long.
This match went on for 14 minutes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I thought it was long. I didn't time
I thought it was
this
long.
shit.
It was a slow match. That's
But
what.
any match that fucking Alberto Diarrhea is in, it fucking pisses me off.
I like the
I
match.
looked
I
at
thought
the
it was
page
a good
trying
match.
to insult
I thought
It was pretty paced for me.
I thought it was okay, but there were a lot of moments where I felt was just too slow.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you talking filler
I-
time?
The best part of the match was Booker T trying to pronounce Alberto Del Rio's name. It's like Alberto Del Rio.
I'm telling you what, fucking Booker T has redeemed himself with me. Like, I hated him forever for the King Booker shit. I could not stand that at all. But now that he's doing this shit, I'm like, oh, the announcer, dude, you
He's
got
like
this shit
one
down
of the
pat.
greatest commentators of all time.
He really is. I mean, fuck, we had.
I
Taz
fucking
announce
hate
that.
both of you right now.
Why?
I hate
Come on,
Booker T. I hate Michael Cole. I hate Jerry King Lawler. I hate them.
I can't believe you say that. Oh my goodness.
I hate Josh Matthews.
Why did you
Josh Matthews is fucking
like
horrible.
Am I the only one who wanted Joey Styles in during the Money in the Bank match, the first one?
Really?
There were some crazy fucking spots in that first Money in the Bank match, and I just wanted Joey Styles to be
You're gonna
there
have
to go
some
as.
child molester, aka Jerry, in there. And then, I mean, you gotta have some dumbass, which is gonna be, Booker T. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you did that flippy dippy, oh my god shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
And
god.
then you have Michael Cole that actually knows what he's talking about.
No,
but hates
he
Michael.
doesn't know what he's talking about. That's the thing. He doesn't know
These
shit.
covered wars, Greg.
He doesn't know shit.
So he's Frank West.
Michael Cole does not know what he's talking about. He can announce the fucking, every goddamn move.
No, he doesn't. He can't. He doesn't know any wrestling move. All he does is he talks about how King sucks and how JR is a fat ass and he likes barbecue. That's
that
it.
helps. That's your heel commentary.
Yeah,
So
see,
wait,
you already hate him.
No, but here's the thing. You
If it
And
was
if he
just
botches it, fuck it.
you know what worked? You know what worked? Michael Cole and JBL. Because Michael Cole, all he had to focus on was calling the match. And all JBL had to do was be an asshole. Now we have Michael Cole who's being an asshole, Jerry Lawler who's trying to be a babyface towards Michael Cole. No one's calling a match.
I want to say, I hate Jerry Lawler as a face. He needs to be a heel again.
The thing is, him being a heel only works, back when he was a
I just
heel.
hate Jerry Lawler. I hate Jerry Lawler in general.
You hate everybody,
Who
man.
rated Jerry Lawler?
True. Granted, I do hate everyone. However, I think that the SmackDown commentary team actually works because you've got Booker T being a total retard. You've got Michael Cole insulting Booker T for being a total retard. You've got Josh Matthews trying to actually call a match, but he gets shit from both ends. Everyone hates Josh Matthews. It
Yeah,
works.
it's like,
It works.
you're trying to do your fucking job? Fuck you. We're going to continue to talk about something else.
Insulting
Actually,
Booker T.
so
How
it's funny
dare
as hell. And Booker T, but when Booker T does ridiculous shit like when the Sin Cara Negro and Sin Cara Azul, whatever, and Booker T was like, "Oh, that's the real Sin Cara. He got the little mark on his boots right there."
Oh yeah, I saw Sin Cara. That's the real Sin Cara because he has that little piece of hair coming out of his mask that I keep on looking at. That's the real one right there.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's some awesome shit.
Oh,
It's
he
fucking
left.
retarded.
Here's the thing. I'm the Josh Matthews of this podcast. Trying to do my fucking job, but all I get is shit.
Whoa. Hold it here.
You're the
You are
Michael
definitely
Cole.
not the Josh Matthews of this fucking podcast.
Don't
I look at Josh. I look at Josh and think that he's like fucking 12. He's like, and over here we have Booker T. Booker T, what do you think about this? Oh my goodness, you were like 12 years old with your quirky ducky shack quack.
There's this one moment on SmackDown Company. It was like the greatest thing of all time. It was like Josh Matthews was like, he said something that really upset Booker T for some reason. He was like, well, what do you think about that? And there was like a 5-minute pause, and he was like, Josh. Like after 5-second pause, and then it was great. It just came out, and you could see Michael Cole like he was corpsing. He was trying to cover up laughter.
Dun, 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 yeah, dun, dun, dun,
None of you guys are going to be in Booker's Fave 5.
It's obvious why Josh Matthews acts like a kid whenever he's on. It's because Tim White shot him with a shotgun back in 2000.
Oh, why did you have to fucking bring that up? Jesus
And
Christ.
plus, Brock Lesnar made him his bitch.
Hey, Josh Matthews insulted Jimmy Johns.
Why did you have to bring up the white suicide angle?
Dude, that was the greatest angle of all time. Get out.
That went on for like 5 months too long, dude.
It's amazing how much Tim White could actually survive in a kayfabe world. He could just get shot in the fucking face and he'd still be alive.
Which he was.
What the hell ever happened to him?
He's
He
dead.
wasn't. He tried to shoot himself in the face, but he shot himself in the foot by accident.
I think Tim White's working in the Indies right now. Let me see.
But you wouldn't know about that because you don't watch the Indies.
Exactly.
Mike,
And now
is
he's
it time for your
actually
indie show
considering
yet?
suicide.
Apparently he just
Shikara.
disappeared off the map, but he did get inducted into the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame back in 2010.
Oh, he's made it.
He made it big time, bro.
He made it. He's not Fave 5.
Okay,
Get
so
He
from
got
from you
one
guys,
issue with
what do you guys think of the Sheamus Del Rio match? Really quickly, boring, good. What do you think?
So,
Boring.
It was okay.
It's alright.
It was alright, yeah, it was alright, but a bit boring and slow.
It was alright.
It had its moments, but you know,
Sheamus wins, LOL.
yeah, Sheamus wins. But what? Oh,
Like Del Rio's last name, Diarrhea. It sucked.
but we have to talk about the last bit of the match because after the match ended,
You didn't get. Oh, slow down, son.
what?
You didn't get Patrick's opinion on the match.
I said boring.
Okay,
I'm fine.
I didn't hear you because all I hear is Greg's mouth going a mile a minute.
All I hear is something insult to Mike. Oh, I'm joking. I don't know. After the match,
Greg, you're an insult to life.
I knew this would be a good podcast.
after the match, Ziggler's music hits, and he comes out with the Money in the Bank briefcase. He's about to cash it in. Del Rio stops him. Ziggler hits him in the face. He turns around, gives the briefcase to the referee, turns around again. Sheamus kicks him in the face. So
And
Ziggler
doesn't have a title contract, and he never
That-
will.
Ziggler still has.
Is it like actually cashed in? Did they ring the bell?
No, they didn't ring the bell, so it wasn't officially cashed in.
All right, then there you go. So it hadn't been cashed in yet. So he still's got. And I'm telling you, they're going to fucking go through this 3-way fucking title match all the time now. It's going to be a 3-way constantly.
Did you hear that pop he got when his music hit?
Oh yeah, dude. There was a big Ziggler
Yeah,
going.
huge pop.
very pro Ziggler crowd.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, they love Ziggler. Ziggler always has
That's
not
what
been like
before.
this. The thing is that he sells the heel so well. He is the one who made #heel. There you go. I mean, really, seriously.
You could say that, and you could also say that even if Ziggler had to turn babyface, I think he's able to pull it off.
I think
Uh,
don't get me wrong, I do really love Ziggler as the briefcase holder, but I couldn't help but think that I'd be just as happy with Cody Rhodes in the same situation. If Cody Rhodes was
dude,
here,
I love Cody after he lost the mask. Fuck yeah.
If
That garbage
I still
shit
feel like I'm the
attracted
only
the-
person who doesn't see Cody Rhodes as anything big yet.
What? You don't like him?
No,
That's
no,
funny.
no.
I like him.
I think Cody Rhodes is talented. I think he's great on the mic. I think he's a great wrestler.
Oh, dude, if you look at the old shit that he used to do,
No,
me and
trust.
my best friend Steve used to watch him whenever they said it was Dusty Rhodes' son. We're like, all right, let's see what he has on the mic. And he sucked ass.
No, I
So
know.
hardcore when he first. Now he's fucking awesome.
No, yeah, he's definitely improved.
he's one of the best. He's one of the best mic workers in WWE at the minute, in my opinion.
But the thing is,
He's up there.
I look at him, and then I look at where he's been, and even with the briefcase, I couldn't believe it. Like, you could have two momentums when holding the briefcase. You could have the Jack Swagger momentum, or you could have the Edge momentum, where you win it, and you're going to be looked at as a champion, or you're going to win it, get the championship, and then just become a jobber for the rest of your career.
Well, he hasn't got that chance yet, so you
And they really
know.
and when they gave Swagger the briefcase, they really just threw him on. They didn't really give him anything before that. They didn't give him any good feuds to work with. He just kind of came in as Jack Swagger and won it. He wasn't like
I really feel like he
What
feels
is
like
it
an
with
early on Randy Orton, though. I really do. I really feel like he's a young Randy Orton.
well then
Is that
have him
you know,
get
how he
have
has
him
that
get
kind of
closer to that Randy Orton character. Or at least that Randy Orton aspect, and then get the briefcase on him. Or better yet, just
But
give him the
I think
championship.
that's what they're trying to do with him, is trying to make him that, and he shouldn't
Yeah.
be that. He shouldn't be that, oh, there's, voices in my head and that bullshit.
No, I'm talking about where Randy Orton got to in his career.
Right, but I'm
No.
saying, like, I really feel like they're trying to push it that he is that, he's that cynical kind of, heel that, in the back of his mind, there's still something back there lingering. They need to get away from that shit completely. They need to make Cody Rhodes fucking cocky as shit and not looking around at the crowd like, oh, you're looking at me kind of thing. He needs to sell that cockiness. And that's what really needs to fucking sell Cody completely.
I think though Cody Rhodes has still got a huge future, regardless of even though he hasn't won the briefcase, because he's a third generation superstar, and his father Dusty Rhodes is on the writing staff, so he's got all the world.
That's gonna suck though, having your dad on the writing staff and saying, "Look, son, I love you to death, but you're gonna have to sit on the sideline for this shit." Like, really, Dad? Fuck you.
Yeah,
I need
that's kinda
him
messed up.
When Cody Rhodes first made his debut and he teamed with Hardcore Holly, I had this assumption that I'm looking at this kid. Okay, he's the son of Dusty Rhodes. Oh, okay. With that name alone, it's not gonna help him. A lot of people think that having your father as like a legend is gonna help you in the business, and it really doesn't. Look at Ted
What do you think it's
DiBiase.
got, like, look
Oh
at
yeah,
David.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Look at David Flair. He was the biggest flop of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock really, he evolved he evolved from his father, Rocky Maivia, and he kind of brought it down to just The Rock, and he pretty much created an entirely new character. So you kind of looked past that he was a second generation superstar, and looked at more that he was The Rock.
I mean, we could say that you look like Ric Flair right now doing energy drink fucking commercials, and they suck ass.
Yeah.
I put the woo in your woo, really, really.
I mean, Orton. I think Orton was really the last guy to do something that was a second generation superstar or a third generation. But because Orton evolved his character past his father, but Orton had the look, Orton had the style, Orton had everything to come with that package of being a champion. Rhodes, I still see him as that young kid who first debuted with Hardcore Holly. That's who I see him as, and I can't not see him as that. I've seen Orton evolve into something bigger than he was, not anymore. I can't see that with
The
Rhodes.
thing is, you got to sell the mic, man. Number one is the first thing is you have to show them that you can actually wrestle. Okay, you have moves out there that you can do. Then it comes down to selling the mic. If you can sell the mic, that overtakes wrestling completely. I mean, completely anymore, which is sad. It really is. But I mean, you see people like, Sin Cara doing ridiculous freaking moves, even though, I mean, not a hardcore Sin Cara fan, but I mean, like, dude, all that shit between him and, the other Sin Cara, all that shit going on, I love that shit because that it was going to be a ridiculous match with a bunch of fucking flippy, spinny shit going on, and it'd be over. And then next thing you know is, you have people on the mic that can sell the shit. Dude, Edge and fucking Cena, that shit sold.
Yeah.
Completely. The same thing you see with Stone Cold and The Rock. That shit sold because why? They were fucking mouthing each other off all the time. That shit
But
sells.
they were good.
Oh,
That
they
was
were
the problem.
good,
They were
but they
good.
weren't ridiculous. I mean, they weren't ridiculous hardcore on their stuff. I mean, they sold their moves. Their moveset they sold.
Well,
But, doing ridiculous
Austin had
shit
the
now.
Rock had the greatest stunner cell of all time.
here's the thing. That's when it just comes back to creative, because that's when you have to start asking creative. I want to see more from Cody Rhodes before I could believe him as a champion. So I want you guys to write a story about, with Cody Rhodes versus, I don't know, Sandow or someone like that. I want to be able to believe Rhodes could be a champion, but it's
Look at
hard
his
to ask
matches.
that from creative nowadays.
His matches with Christian prove that he's ready enough to for the main event, in my opinion. His matches with Christian have been fucking fantastic.
Yeah, but working with Christian really didn't do anything. Christian's in a position where he could do a lot more building up newer stars than, fighting someone who's already at the top of his game. Rhodes needs to fight someone already at his game, not someone above his game, if he wants to get to the next level. Like Ziggler.
What's,
Like a Rhodes Ziggler match would have been amazing.
Well, I'm definitely aware of that, but they're both heel, so it's probably not going to happen. But I'm going to say what? So since Christian's higher ranked than Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes beat Christian, that's not impressive enough for the world title.
No. Christian's not high ranked in Cody Rhodes. Like, he's better and all. Christian's has been wrestling for years now. He's considered a veteran, and I think newer stars just work and look better when they fight veterans than someone who's been in the company, who's been on TV for 5-6 years and people already know him. Veterans work they seem just to work a lot better with newer up and coming guys rather than people who've already been there and done that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, we got to move on. Probably one of the best parts of the pay-per-view. Primo and Epico with Rosa Mendez versus Darren Young and Tyson Neal, the primetime players with AW.
I fucking love AW. Abraham Washington. Best thing.
I was scared of AW because I found him like not very appealing, very slow when he did talking, but this match just fucking blew it out of the park. He was so fucking racist in this match. He straight out.
I cannot believe they did.
Hey, talk about. What do you think you're doing? Run over the board over here. Get out there.
He straight out called Rosa Mendez Taco Bell.
He said, "What are you doing crossing the borders?"
What? Like,
It's
all I was thinking in my head was, well, fucking, we're gonna get news after this podcast that AEW is gonna be fired from the fucking company after being so.
Get fired.
Yeah.
He's just so fluent. He's so fluent. It's amazing.
Dude, I'm saying put this shit after fucking 10 o'clock. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Raw, the SmackDown that I love right here. This is the shit that I love completely.
Even the crowd was kind of face palming when he talked. It was hilarious.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what they need to bring back to wrestling. It's funny that race. What's that?
I'm saying Abraham Washington's in my tier 5.
I mean, really, only racism, happens in, the United States. So really, let's get over this shit completely. We all diss on each other. We all do this dumb shit of saying, we all say racial slurs to each other as a joke, but yet, it's still, considered a big, it's horrible kind of thing.
But
I mean, really,
it came off well because at the end, Epico and Primo won. And at the end, Rosa Mendez got the last laugh. So that's how
the dancing.
That's how it worked out. See, if AW, said all this shit to Rosa Mendez and then the primetime players won at the end, then I wouldn't feel so well. But since Rosa Mendez got the last laugh, yeah, that's how it worked.
And then after the match came the two best things that Abraham Washington ever said. He was all like, "What you laughing at, dreadlocks?"
No, he was like, "Oh hell no!" When they the greatest "oh hell no" I've ever heard in a while.
Well, there was that too. That happened too. But before that, he said, "What you laughing at, dreadlocks?"
Yeah.
I loved it.
So honestly, I think this was one of the best parts of the pay-per-view was this tag match. I mean, the match itself was good. What'd you guys think?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
The tag match?
It's all right.
Yeah, it was pretty decent.
It was good for a tag match.
It was decent for a tag match.
It makes no sense to have the number one contenders on a pay-per-view and lose. And then you have the tag team champions on...
The pre-show.
Yeah. They could have had the tag team title match on the main pay-per-view. But, of course...
Epico and Primo were feuding with Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. I mean, that's if you watch SmackDown, of course, but... I mean, it was a good match. Go watch it if you guys haven't seen it. That AEW was the best part of the entire thing. Now to the controversial match. What?
I can't wait to see AEW again. I just can't wait to see AEW again. I'm going to watch SmackDown all week.
Dude, SmackDown's got good, I had to say.
SmackDown's gotten better, but Raw's became shit. But in 2 weeks, the Raw 1000th episode. Episode...
More AJ.
What's supposed to be the... There are news that if Macho Man was still alive today, Vince would have called him up in a heartbeat to ask him to be on the show. That's how...
Speaking of Macho Man, he's with the trees in heaven.
Old news?
Oh my god, you asshole.
He's dead.
He's in the big...
I changed fun.
He's in the big tree up in the sky.
I can't change that shit though because I changed Macho Man Randy Savage theme on my WWE 12 to Mick Foley's theme.
Oh no!
Did it start out with the oh yeah?
Why'd you have to do that?
Dude, I will never forget the day that I met Johnny from New Legacy. And that's how we started the bullshit called the Mocha Man. And I did the voice of Randy Savage. And I was talking about the car crash, and that's exactly what I did. I did Mick Foley's intro over top of that shit. And he was like, dude, that's just fucking wrong. And it was less than fucking probably 2 weeks earlier.
Wait, when did Macho Man die? It's been like a year already?
God, it's been over 2 years ago, probably, hasn't it?
No, I don't think it's 2 years. That's weird, it might have been, actually.
Oh man!
Are you asking when Macho Man died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was last May. It was just a week or two before I graduated.
It was
Oh, wow.
the day the world
was
was
like-
Congratulations. Happy graduation.
Oh yeah, May 20th, 2011.
Yeah, smash!
He died over a year ago.
It was the day the world was supposed to end.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He
Holy
saved us from
shit!
Rapture, remember?
That's what it was.
Yeah, he
Did that.
freaking elbow dropped the Rapture.
I went to a Ring of Honor show the day the Rapture was supposed to happen. I was waiting in line, and we all looked up and said, "Oh well, nothing's happening."
Okay, Now to the match that I think I want to talk about a lot because I know Strike's been trying to piss me off in chat. No disqualification match for the WWE Championship with AJ Lee as a special guest referee. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan.
Yes!
They had to add the no disqualification stipulation because they'd already fought each other like 10 times already.
Okay, this is what I have to
There's
agree with
nothing
you.
new they could have done.
I agree with you. Punk and Bryan have wrestled so many times, and I'm kind of sick of watching them wrestle. You know, every week. Probably not Mike. I think Mike still gets a hard on every time he sees them. But
You get a hard on every time you see AJ. Don't even lie.
well, because there's a reason. Because she's a chick.
Well,
She's
to
a
be
12
fair,
year
she's also 12.
She's 25. Let's get that right.
Excuse me
She
for liking
looks
good
fun.
wrestling.
Well,
All right.
I
Excuse me.
don't find AJ Lee attractive because I don't want Chris Hansen knocking on my door.
If ever I see someone with the name AJ Lee on AIM or Portia Perez, I'll know not to talk to them.
Like, look,
Greg, Greg.
you need to sit down. And
How about
what?
you take a seat right over here, Greg?
Hey, Greg.
I fucking hate you.
Hashtag take a seat, Greg.
Take a seat.
So yeah, no disqualification match. Strike, I want you to explain to me why you felt the match was slow.
Because it wasn't fast paced. It wasn't them doing all sorts of things. It was them doing stuff that we'd seen before. And it was stuff that we'd seen before that wasn't fast. Holds all the time. It just,
Well, that's their wrestling style. They're
Oh, he's-
technicians. They're not high flyers.
Oh my god!
And there were some pretty good spots in that match too.
he's going to walk him out of the ring and just slam him against the barricade a couple times. And then they're going to switch places, and then he's going to slam him against the barricade a couple times. It's just all stuff we've seen before 100 times from them. And
Well,
they
well
just did nothing to make it
that doesn't make the
exciting
match
until-
bad. I felt the match was very entertaining. That make from what you're saying is you're just sick of watching them wrestle. That doesn't make the match bad. You're just tired of seeing them wrestle because you've constantly seen them week after week go at it and at it and at it. The match was good. I mean, if we saw the same match over and over again with different people, I wouldn't argue because what they showed tonight was a really good hardcore match. Now,
Hardcore? Don't even lie.
I
Hardcore matches like
say-
flaming
That
tables.
was just like fucking Kendall.
Arby's.
no, that's an Extreme Rules match, right?
No,
That's
that's
a
what a
hard-
This is a
hardcore
new
match
DQ
is.
match.
Extreme
You're an
Rules are
idiot,
baby
right?
matches.
Greg, you're a fucking moron.
A fucking okay, whatever. What they pulled
The match
on,
was the same thing we.
what they
The match is the
question.
same thing we've been seeing since they started feuding. Since
well, because that's what they are. They're feuding, Strike. You're gonna
When
see
they-
that. You're gonna see a progression of this feud until it ends, and it's probably gonna end at SummerSlam.
It's already in.
It's not ended yet. We're gonna see what's gonna happen on Raw tomorrow.
We're gonna. s-
He's already lost 2 times in a row to him for the title. He's going to be out of the picture. Cena's going to jump in.
Okay, look at Christian.
It's as simple as that.
Look at the Orton and Christian feud. That went 5 months,
That wasn't...
and Orton pretty much dominated that feud.
There's
Even
no
when
face.
Christian won, it featured Orton nearly putting him through the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was that actually a good Christian sell? I mean, that was horrible. Like, that Christian sell was absolutely horrible. Oh, it was just disgusting.
I feel that what the match was, it was a good match. And what you thought AJ was gonna be the prime focus of the match, and I think we had 15 minutes of her not even being on television because she got.
That was the best 15 minutes of that show.
And so she was gonna be the main focus of the match when she was on TV because she is the main she's the draw of the feud.
Which is the problem.
It's not a problem. She's doing her job right.
Yeah, it should be focused on their wrestling ability, not on just a diva.
You
love
just
triangle
said-
situation.
You just said that you're tired of them wrestling. So
Was-
I never said that. That was
Well,
what Strike
that's what
said.
Strike says, and that's what he wants.
Why did the match even occur whenever AJ wasn't there? She got knocked out, and then what happened in the match until she got back?
There were some good spots.
Well, name them.
The-
What was a good spot?
The kendo sticks were pretty good.
Okay, so that was whenever they started bringing in the weapons.
All
I like
the
the kendo stick yes lock.
yeah, the kendo stick yes lock was pretty sick, but that's when
Yeah.
AJ was in the ring. So yeah, I mean, the match was.
You people hate everything good.
I mean,
You hate.
Yeah,
you
no,
hate.
that's-
You hate.
Apparently we do.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you fully, Strike. I'm sick of seeing Daniel Bryan and CM Punk battle it out for the past couple, months.
I'm saying,
But I'm
if
saying
you
the
see
match was
same match-
good.
If you see what's more or less the same match 20 times over, it's like, yeah, I know there is solid wrestling, but I want to see something else.
They need to see
It- it-
Bryan win once.
It's like when Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston feuded a couple of years ago. You could not get them away from each other, and they put on good matches, but it was like, I want to see something else. I don't want to see them facing each other. For
You
a
don't
year.
like seeing good wrestling, Strike?
I don't want
You
to
like seeing John Cena?
That happens every single week.
No, and I agree with him. They've overdid. Vince is just trying to shut the internet community up. Of you want to see these two at the top. Okay, I'm going to put them in the top. I'm not going to have them go over my star guy. That's the thing. That's probably
Really?
yeah.
Really?
I totally think that Vince McMahon really doesn't care for Punk or Bryan. He enjoys that they're bringing in money, but he never liked both of them, and that's known easily that he's never was
That's
big
the
on
whole
them.
fact that I love that Punk comes out and says, "Hey, I'm a wrestler. I'm not a superstar. I'm a wrestler." I love that shit because that's instantly slapping Vince in the face. All the shit that they do all the time with WWE of commercializing the shit. Seeing Punk on the screen, even though I'm not a big hardcore fan of the I'm straight edge shit or I'm a vegan shit, I can't stand that garbage.
I hear
But
that.
I mean, I don't want to hear about their personal lifestyles of, I'm a vegan. Oh, okay. I'm fucking, this is what I am, the straight edge shit. But I don't want to hear that. I want to see good wrestling.
You
And
are
this
a
story-
vegan.
This fucking storyline sucks ass. It's completely garbage, but they added in weapons, and that fucking hit this shit off for me. I was like, oh my god, here we go. AJ and Punk. All right, wow. And now we throw Daniel Bryan in this shit. Okay. Oh, we threw weapons in. Okay, I'll watch it. That's
Yeah.
what fucking helped out me.
So yeah, I mean, I agree, but from what the match was, I enjoyed the match. I did. I enjoyed the match. I thought it was a good match, and I don't think the feud is over.
I think AJ should have fucked something up in the match. I think that she should have came in at last minute, did a rash decision, fuck shit up, and then all of a sudden Punk lose the fucking belt. And that's what I would have liked to see.
Yeah.
If the feud isn't over, it's over on the 1000th episode. It's not going into
That's
SummerSlam.
That's what I'm. I think they have one final match at the 1000th Raw.
Either at the 1000th Raw or at SummerSlam. I don't know. I see
It's
them
not
having
SummerSlam.
one big match, and
It's not at SummerSlam.
I don't know. One thing
No.
that I like about it, and I know some of you in this call don't like this feud at all. I like the idea that I don't know who AJ's gonna go for. I don't know if she's gonna be going for Bryan, and I don't know if she's gonna be going for Punk, and that's what's good
I don't-
storyline. That's
I
a
don't really
good
care.
storyline, because you don't know who she's gonna be going with. What?
In before threesome.
Wait, what?
What?
Eh?
What'd you say,
What?
Strike? I didn't hear you.
I want her out of the main event. I don't care who she goes with.
Okay, well
I
you
think it
don't
will-
care.
I think it will be Punk and her battling it out.
You don't
think
care
that,
because that's your own opinion, but there's a lot of people who are invested, including me, who are invested in this storyline.
Yeah, I am
You're
too.
invested
I,
because you love AJ.
Big Show needs to break AJ's neck again.
And then break his own neck, the fat fuck.
Okay, Jimmy just said. Also, Greg, you're missing an important point. This is wrestling, not a soap opera. Well, WWE is
It's like
entertainment.
our lives.
Feels like one.
It's always been a soap opera. Ever,
Exactly.
you know,
What's
ever.
a soap opera?
It's always been. It's
Opera.
South Opera.
it's always been a soap opera.
Soap opera.
You know, if you wanted, if any of you just want to watch straight wrestling and you know, minimum storylines that are probably just for the championship, go watch the Indies.
ROH.
Yeah, go watch ROH. Storylines are
Uh,
dead in
I'm
Ring of
gonna
Honor.
watch ROH, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't like good wrestling, Matt. That's your problem.
If you want to watch bad wrestling, go watch TNA. There you go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you want to go watch good wrestling and no storylines whatsoever? Fuck it. Go to watch Ring of Honor. Go watch some of the indie stuff. Do it. That's a
Ring
good.
of Honor has storylines.
That's a good. Well, you know, the storylines are small. They're not over dramatic like this. If you want to continue to watch this mainstream wrestling, you're gonna have to deal with it, and it's always gonna be a soap opera. It's always been said. As long as I've ever been watching wrestling, pro wrestling is a soap opera for men, and that's how I've always seen it.
AJ's gonna announce
And I'm-
she's pregnant on the 1000th episode.
And I've always seen it.
hand.
It's the father.
And Brian's gonna say that Punk's the father.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would
seriously.
be actually a good.
No, it's
That
gonna
would be a good
Vince.
twist.
No, it wouldn't. It would be a TNA twist, and I would quit.
It would be Vince that impregnated
It'll be
AJ.
Charlie
Michael
Sheen.
Campbell's the
Fuck
father.
AJ.
It'll be Hornswoggle. It'll be Hornswoggle.
Michael
Yeah.
Cole.
See,
You know, that's kind of funny that we haven't. There, did anybody else feel lost on that
He's gonna
part
come
of whenever
back.
Michael Cole came out and was sitting there talking about, like, you know you want this? Like, I felt really
would you-
fucking awkward.
That was
I
so
like-
awkward.
How would you
I was
like,
like,
with a former war correspondent?
I'm like, you need to take a seat, sir.
Seriously.
And he was like
Hi,
bad
I'm Chris
mouthing her at
Hansen.
first
Could you
too.
take a seat over here?
He was bad mouthing her at first too.
Okay, but yeah, pretty
I
much.
think Snitsky's gonna come back
Didn't
and
he
kill
rub
the
his-
child.
Didn't he rub his nipples at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That
fucking
was so
dope,
weird.
too. I had nightmares after that shit.
It's like no one wants to see you, Cole. You're
Hey, some-
fat. Get out of here.
Some women dig the coal mine.
Snitch.
You'll be coal miner.
It's not my fault.
Oh.
Okay, we need to move on. We need to move on.
Why?
We move on to a 2-on-1 handicap match. Ryback versus Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex.
And now we move
God,
on.
I hate Kurt
Unleash
Hawkins
the
and Tyler
Ryback.
Rex.
In a surprising, hold on. In a surprising turn of events, Tyler and Rex did get Ryback on his knees and hands, because they did beat him down for a little bit. In a non-sexual way, they were able to get Ryback down. But of course, Ryback being Ryback, he did take out both Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins.
I think that was awesome. Dude, I
Greg-
love the old edge heads. Like, dude, I really do.
Actually, this match wasn't exactly a squash. Ryback actually got hurt.
Yeah, that's why I was saying this wasn't a squash match. It was a much better Ryback than what he's
2
been in.
minutes of offense doesn't make it mean it's not a squash match.
It was a 4-minute
It was
match.
way better, though.
What
It
you
wasn't
said,
instantly
Greg.
two people getting in the ring and getting smashed instantly. It was
Oh.
like, oh, we're going to take you down. Here we go. Oh, guess what? 2 people laid out like nothing. Dude, I hate to say it. This might be their next push.
No,
Right
it's
here.
not. It's not.
Really?
No.
You don't think so?
It
Greg.
is.
I think it is.
Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex? Hell no.
Yeah. I think
This
it
is not their
I
push.
think this is their next push.
No.
I hope.
Greg,
I
you
hope
expect
it's,
way too much out of them.
I just said that this is not going to be their next push. And I'll explain why. Because they're a tag team. They're not going to get a push just off of Ryback.
I hope it's Kurt Hawkins' next push. I don't give a shit about Tyler Rex.
No, I like both Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins, and I wish they would go for the tag team titles. I'm a huge Tyler Rex Kurt Hawkins fan, but you know,
Didn't they do
What?
some? Didn't they do
You
some
all do when
YouTube
you-
thing a while back?
what?
Yep.
Didn't they do
I
some
think
YouTube
Greg's like
thing
a
a while
fan of.
back?
I don't know. But
Didn't he like draw something?
draw something what? Oh, Kurt Hawkins?
Yeah,
No,
it was a Raw
Rex.
match, wasn't it?
I'm not
No, they
understanding
did,
what you're
like, some
talking about,
little
Strike.
They did like some little YouTube show.
Oh yeah, the mid-card mafia. That was a piece of shit.
That was funny, dude.
It wasn't funny. It was fucking horrible. I'd rather watch Zack Ryder's shitty show.
They had an episode with Michael Cole, and he kept stealing everything from him.
I know it was fucking stupid.
This is
It
my
made no
spot.
sense.
This is my dog in my house.
Don't ever make that voice again.
No, but what I think is a push for Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins is a push towards the tag team titles, and we already have the primetime players who have a number one contender shot. We also have the Colognes, and then we also have another tag team that I can't remember.
Epico isn't a Cologne, is it?
What?
Is that a Cologne? I didn't know Epico was a Cologne.
Yeah.
No, the Colognes, the primetime players, and Kofi and R-Truth. Those are the three tag teams currently. And then you have one more, but I can't remember. Justin Gabriel.
Hunigo and Camacho, you idiot. Hunigo and Camacho.
Oh,
They just
Hunigo and
both
Camacho,
fucking-
but again, like what I said, I don't see him going anywhere.
Weren't they fighting for the titles earlier?
No. They never had an opportunity for the tag team titles in their career. They even said at the pay-per-view. Okay. I guess we move on then. A surprising Divas match. Layla, Caitlyn, and Tamina versus Beth, Natalia, and Eve. And I
That
think
was a surprising.
Big surprises.
I think the only good thing that came out of this match was a sick super kick that Tamina gave to who was it,
Oh,
Beth?
I
Yeah,
saw
that
that.
was-
That was a sick.
What would be a surprise is if if Layla actually defended the belt on a pay-per-view.
What? She defended the belt like 3 times already against Beth.
Divas
not
division
fitting.
is irrelevant until
Exactly.
Karma comes, anyways.
That
No,
shit needs
not
to
even
stop.
Karma anymore, because I don't think she is coming back. It will now become relevant once they start getting...
No,
that
she'll come back. Do you think WWE's that stupid to get rid of Karma? I think the reason why they moved her to the alumni section is because now that she's considered an alumni,
I thought that
she's
I
gonna
thought
go
that
after
was a-
Slater.
Well, they moved her
I
back,
thought
but
that was a web
I don't
mistake.
hear her coming back.
She's still on the alumni section though. That's the thing, Strike.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is. Go check. She's still on the section. She's still on the under the alumni. They moved her back to the main roster, but then they moved her back to the alumni.
I don't really like to make.
They
I
moved
don't
her
like-
alumni, then they moved her back to Superstars, and then they moved her back to alumni again.
Yeah.
I just want to say it's not really official that she was actually released, so I think it is a part of the storyline.
Yeah, it could end up being her coming back either tomorrow on Raw or at the 1000th episode, and she's gonna crush Heath Slater.
I kind of want to see that. That would be funny. I would laugh so hard. if
I'm
that
a
happened.
one-man band.
He's such a joke.
I love that shit, dude. At least he's not trying to push anything else, but he's just a dumbass, and I love that.
He's better than Santino, that's for sure.
Okay, yeah, well, I will agree with that.
He's
Like Jobber, who's really funny, but unintentionally, like he's an idiot, and that's why he's funny.
yeah.
It's found his perfect fit.
That's why I see him as a better fit as the comedy act, because he's not at a point in his career where he could be teased to win the WWE title, like when Santino was in the Elimination Chamber and we got teased that he was about to win, and we all freaked out.
I just want to say something else before I go back on mute again. Karma is the saving grace for the Divas division. She is.
There is no saving grace. The Davis division's dead.
If the Divas are chomping at the bit for Karma to debut, she's the savior. It's painfully
She's
obvious.
the savior when creative decides to get right behind the Divas division again. That's the thing.
The Divas are already wanting more time for them to be able to showcase their talent.
The thing is, Karma could easily come back and only get 5 minutes of TV time each week. That's it. Just a regular squash match.
Then you'll have 2 Divas matches, one with Karma in it, and another, Divas match with, whoever wants to be in that crap. So there you go.
The
There's more
Bath Break
airtime.
Divas match.
Yeah, exactly. You can have the real Divas match when it used to be. Remember China being in that shit? China was fucking like a beast, and go through it and wreck people. And then now it's just like we have Beth Phoenix and.
If Karma does follow suit in China, please no pornos.
Oh my.
I'm downloading that shit tonight, old shucky ducky.
But yeah,
She my $5 now, dog.
Karma is the saving grace. Del Rey is the one who's going to train everybody to be good.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every bit of that.
That's the Karma.
But here's the thing.
Is Sarah Del Rey hot?
Yeah.
Is Sarah Del?
No,
she's
not.
she has like a
Out of 10.
permanent duck face from what I've seen.
Yes, she is.
Out of 10, how hot is she?
Out of
She's
10,
like a 5.
7.
7.5.
She's not that hot. She's like a 6.
Oh, y'all talking about Karma, are you?
6.57.
She's a 10. Karma's a 10.
Oh hell yeah! I want to kick her out of bed.
Karma's a fucking
Yeah,
11.
she'll kick you out of bed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She would
Kong
literally
can go awesome on me, that's for sure.
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta move on. We're moving on. Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE Championship contract. John Cena versus Chris Jericho versus Big Show versus Kane versus The Miz.
Honestly, everyone knew how this match was going to end.
I disagree.
I still
I
think the
disagree.
finish was
No,
dumb.
we all knew who was gonna win when we found out that this match was gonna close the pay-per-view. Cause who has been closing all the pay-per-views the entire year? John Cena. Who has main evented everything over the past couple years? John Cena. We knew he was going to win this match. There was no other choice. Some people thought it was going to be Chris Jericho. They're fucking dumb because they wanted to see Chris Jericho be the first one to get the Money in the Bank and lose it. Because it would be ironic. That's all. It would be ironic that he would have lost.
I want to see Jericho win and beat Punk because I think Jericho was better than Punk.
2 words. 2 words. Briefcase botch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought Miz was gonna win when he came back.
No, not even Miz.
No,
Miz
God.
hasn't won a match in years.
I
think
think
it's kinda
I think it would have been more believable for Miz to win if he hadn't come out towards the beginning of the show. Like if he was just a surprise entrant.
Yeah.
If he was a surprise entrant, like announced right at the match, then it would have been more believable. But he came back and said, "Oh, I'm in the match," and then the entire pay-per-view goes by, and then the match happens.
You know what? I became a
Cena's
big...
only lost 4 matches this entire year.
4?
Only 4, and he's had a draw 4 times.
And didn't he win like 100 matches this year as well?
Yeah, he's already won like 100 already.
He's won
It's so
100 and
crazy
lost
stupid.
4. It's unbelievable. I can't... And you talk about how much Punk is getting, Punk is becoming Super Punk, and how he's going to be holding the title, or, if Bryan wins it, we're going to get Fresh, but then he's going to be holding the title for a while, and then we're going to get tired of him, and then we want to see Ziggler, then we want to see Rhodes, and then they're going to do the same shit. Cena is still the same fucking person. There's a reason why I still like Punk. You know why? Because Punk is fresh. Punk is still new to me. He's still... he's held the championship for 200 plus days, but he's won. He's won.
For 200 plus years.
He
Don't forget.
oh, okay. He's won. He's won all these pay-per-views. Sure. He's still WWE champion since November or December of last year.
November.
Yeah.
Survivor Series.
He's not worse than Cena. Cena has become a product. That's it. He's not a superstar anymore. Cena is a product of the WWE, a product of money. You know, he is a. If WWE ever needs money, they'll just throw out John Cena, and T-shirt sales will go up. John Cena is not a wrestler. He's not a superstar. He's not a veteran. He's not a legend. He's not a rookie or whatever. He is a product of the WWE. That's it.
He's a cash cow.
Is the WWE? John Cena is the WWE?
John Cena is a WWE. And, you know, there is no reason why people should have saw all this Money in the Bank, and they were even promoting him like crazy. They didn't even mention Chris Jericho or Big Show or Kane in when promoting Money in the Bank. They always said, and John Cena will be in his first Money in the Bank match. Okay, well, who else is in the match? John Cena. Okay, but can you tell us who else is in the match? No, because that's the only guy who's gonna sell. Like, there weren't even commercials for Punk versus Bryan. The only commercial that I saw for Money in the Bank was John Cena. That's it. John Cena has become a product of the WWE.
He always was.
Yeah, he always was, and he will always be until he's like 40-something.
I wish people would start to go ahead and remember the days of John Cena coming to the WWE, the rapper boy bullshit. Like, dude, that was ridiculously dumb, and I would never, ever, ever think of this would be the day that every pay-per-view, every main event would be John Cena. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. If you would have told me this like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I've been like, yeah, okay, whatever. That really, dude, you're fucking high. But
He
then
must have
now,
some.
I know, yeah, I mean, but now you see this shit, I'm like, really? Really?
He must have like some good blackmail pictures of McMahon or something going on. Jesus Christ, he's been main eventing every single thing since like 2006 when he started with Edge.
Yeah. So,
And dude,
I mean, so you could argue the fact that, you know, Punk is getting stale. He's becoming more of like a big the super Punk or whatever. You know what? That's fine. Because at least he's not John Cena. That's what it's come to. Sheamus, oh, he's been winning all his pay-per-view matches. At least he's not John Cena. Oh, you know, Del Rio's boring. At least he's not John Cena.
That's how bad it is.
That's how bad it is. That you could say that, and people will agree with you. That, okay, he's not John Cena. That's it.
like a built-in excuse.
At least he's not John Cena. I mean, you could
It's
go back to the
true, but
attitude.
It works.
You could go back to the Attitude Era. Stone Cold was the biggest figure in the Attitude Era, of course. But you know how many other people shared the same spot as him during that time? The Rock.
Michaels, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho, at a point. They relied on everybody because they had competition. Now they don't have competition. We're gonna have John Cena.
And TNA's not competition with them.
No, of course not.
TNA competition. People only like TNA. The people are only praising TNA because Austin Aries won a title there. That's the only reason they're praising TNA.
It's a big day for TNA when their ratings can get past 1.0. Do you really think that TNA is a competition? Haha, no. SmackDown sucks and it can still break a 1.0 when it can.
I bet if NXT if NXT was broadcast, that would be TNA as well.
Yeah, even NXT could probably beat TNA whenever in the ratings.
There was a time where Superstars was beating TNA in the ratings.
Yeah, and all Superstars was a jobber show.
Superstars.
It's
like the worst show of Superstars ever would get like a 0.9 and TNA would get like a 0.7.
I'm
So
looking
there's
at
like-
this Money in the Bank poster that I posted on the stream, and I'm looking at it, and out of all of them, still the only guy that I could look at and recognize is John Cena. The rest of them kind of just mush into each other because they're not highly promoted. If like 3-4 guys were promoted as much as John Cena does, it would be so much better. I wouldn't need to hate John Cena as much if Punk, if Bryan, if Ziggler, if Jericho was promoted, as much as John Cena. But you can't. John Cena is the WWE, and so he is going to be promoted more than the rest.
He has been the WWE for longer than Rock was, longer than Austin was. But it's
been 10 years.
How the hell did this happen?
It's been 10 years.
Almost, yeah.
I thought it's been 7 years.
No, it's
I
been...
love how he said he was going to take a break, too, and he took, like, a week off.
He didn't even take a week off. He came back the next
going
Monday.
Away for a while.
Yeah.
He came back literally the next day.
Yeah, that's a joke. I was so
away.
excited. I'm like, oh my god, thank God I don't have to see Cena on my TV screen for like 2 months at least.
I'm just say divorce.
He's going on vacation.
Well, no, the worst part is he's got the briefcase. That means if he does win the fucking title, then the prestige for the title's just been dragged up to the same level as Cena, and he's not going to lose the title for a fucking year. The title's going to be stuck with Cena. No one else is going to get a shot. It's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, you think AJ's going to be on TV all the time. Wait until you see Cena walk around with his briefcase everywhere, teasing that he's going to cash it in.
Can't carry it. It's broke.
He's going to have a legit cash-in, though.
We already see Cena all the time. I don't think that'd make any difference.
No,
What if he-
no,
what if
actually,
he's the
no,
first
Strike.
one to lose?
We haven't seen Cena. Cena hasn't been a big part of the product. It's been Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, and AJ who's gotten a lot more TV time than Cena over the past at least the last two months, ever since the Lauren Ice angle was dying off. We haven't seen Cena for a while, but now that he has the Money in the Bank contract, all we're going to be seeing is John Cena, sitting on I wouldn't doubt it that we're going to have Punk and Bryan on Raw one night, and Cena's going to pick up a chair and sit on the stage with the briefcase waiting for the match to be over so he can cash it in. He's just going to tease us for weeks and weeks and weeks until he's going to finally do it. Maybe at SummerSlam, maybe at Survivor Series, maybe he's going to go on.
He's going to do a
No,
predetermined
right.
cash in.
Yeah, of
Greg.
course. What?
Greg, they're going to insert him to the AJ Punk Bryan thing. He's become AJ's lover.
What happened?
Sure, why not? Somebody else has.
I'm
apparently.
having John Cena's baby.
You know what a lot of people are saying? That Daniel Bryan's going to be the one who's going to be facing John Cena, and I don't see that. A lot of people are saying it's going to be Daniel Bryan versus John Cena. I don't see it.
Hooray.
I don't see it. I think Vince...
Here's a question. What if, for some odd reason, Cena is the one who cashes in and loses?
Oh shit, that would be good.
That would
actually
be
a good storyline.
That would be good because not only could Punk or Bryan benefit from that, whoever is holding the title at the time, Cena will benefit from the time. Because now he won't look like much of a Super Cena that he can't get a win over an injured superstar that, everybody else could do it, but John Cena can't do it? Oh, man,
But this would be.
Plus, that gives the champion a push, too.
Yeah, it gives the
If he
champion a
beats Cena
push.
Yeah,
clean.
the champion will be in the main event.
Yeah.
Oh my god, unthinkable.
And then...
Here's the thing, though. Cena can sell the mic. I mean, he doesn't do it, great, like The Rock or Stone Cold or anybody like that. But, I mean, he can sell the mic, so that does help.
Yeah.
So even if his character would get knocked back where he's not having a title, or isn't even, around the title, I mean, he can still sell himself, later on. But the thing is this push of Cena is getting to be too much. I mean, too much of one thing is not good at all. And I am sick of seeing Cena. I don't care. I hope his wife takes him for every damn thing there is, because the reason why is that he is taking me for every damn thing I love about wrestling. And I don't like one push of a
Well, watch
certain...
Takara.
Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, honestly, huge Hulk Hogan fan back in the day. And as Hulk Hogan being,
Oh,
the main guy, like, really? Seriously? Come on.
oh my God.
Seriously?
Oh my God. Oh my
What?
God. I just thought of
What?
something. CM Punk is the WWE champion right now. 2 weeks is the 1000th episode of Monday of Raw. The Rock
Cash in.
is supposedly going after the WWE Championship on the 1000th
That would
episode.
be so retarded.
What happens if we see Punk and Rock? Rock wins the WWE title, and then Cena cashes it in,
Hold on.
and then
Oh,
Sorry.
shit.
Two things
Like
two things are wrong with that. One, The Rock's not going to be wrestling. And two, The Rock's not going to be around to cash in for a rematch until early 2013, so no.
I say
well,
no.
what
I'm saying
happens if
here's
he just
what
doesn't cash in? What happens if he doesn't go for the rematch in general? Like he just okay, I lost, whatever. I'll just get off TV.
But he's gonna go for the rematch. That's what usually happens when a champion loses his title.
No, there's been champions who never got a rematch, but then they kind of went back to it later on.
I don't see that happening.
It might happen.
It might happen.
To be
You
honest.
can't doubt it. Completely. Yeah, there's little things going on here and there, but that's what would make money.
No, if you're gonna do that, you do it at a pay-per-view. You don't do it on free television.
Vince
the
McMahon and everybody has been saying that they're treating the 1000th episode as if it was a pay-per-view. That's what they're saying.
It's not like Money in the Bank, because Money in the Bank sucked.
Okay,
Well,
they're gonna do that swerve, and then the next week the show's gonna be crap, and they're gonna go, "What was the point of doing it at the 1000th
Exactly.
episode of Raw?"
Well, what do you think? Vince is looking for instant money, not a long payoff. We've known that. We've known Vince over the past at least 6 years has become from story oriented, like all he cared about was the story, to he just wants a payoff. That's it. He wants an immediate payoff from what happened. Punk brings in a new WWE title. Okay, we've already heard that they want to bring in a brand new version of the WWE Championship, and there's already been leaked images of a new championship, and so maybe Punk's gonna bring it in. Punk versus Rock. Rock loses to Cena after Rock wins the WWE title. Like, it would be crazy. That's an immediate payoff for them.
Oof.
And then next week,
yeah,
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that happened. But when has anything made sense in the WWE? There's been so many
Cena would have
instances
to
that
cash it in
nothing
on
made.
Monday, this Monday Night Raw, and then it would be Cena versus Rock for the title. That's the only way I see Rock ever facing the champion
Or
if
how
it's
about
Cena.
this, though? Is that possibly The Rock, comes back, sits there and says, hey, if you're the best in the world, how about you challenge me to Punk? Kind of do a spin-off of that crap. Next thing you know is Rock beats Punk, says get rid of this crap belt, brings back a new belt, and then Cena cashes in, beats The Rock. There you go, story fixed.
I could see that, but
I'd hate it, but I could see it.
I don't know. It's just gone
it'd
to
be
the
a
point.
crazy ass swerve. No one would see it coming.
I just don't see The Rock wrestling at the show.
No, neither do I.
Well, we already have. It's already been said that they're really wanting to treat this as a historic event. Like, oh my God, amazing. So I could see them doing it. I could see The Rock wrestling at the 1000th episode if they want to make it as historic as they want. Yeah, I could see them doing it. I could see The Rock wrestling. Not Stone Cold. I think there's rumors flying around that Stone Cold has been asked to be on the 1000th episode, and I bet you he will. He just won't wrestle.
Shit.
That's WrestleMania material.
What about this? How about... Okay, so there is no GM right now, right?
No.
There'll be a
What
permanent
about
one on
Stone
that
Cold?
episode.
Stone Cold coming back being the GM.
It's not gonna happen.
No.
I hope that on the 1000th episode, John Laurinaitis comes back.
Actually, no. Actually, I agree with Matt right there. I kind of miss John Laurinaitis.
How do you miss John Laurinaitis?
He was the best heel in the company.
He was terrible on
He
the
was-
mic.
Yeah, but that's what made him good. That's like
part of the charm.
that's like when
So he
people
needs to-
liked Mike Adamle because he was a piece of shit and he didn't know crap. He was an idiot, but people liked him because he was an idiot. That's why people like John Laurinaitis. He can't talk on the mic. He's terrible, but that's why some people like him.
I have laryngitis. John Laurinaitis, and I talk like this. Tonight,
John
your match
Laurinaitis.
is gonna be people power versus people power.
What were you gonna say, Matt?
I was gonna say, like, the reason I like John Laurinaitis is because he's a total moron. He's like a goofball. That's his charm. He gives off a nice charm because he's an idiot.
And with John Laurinaitis, you get David Otunga. So
Yeah.
there's another plus. Mike,
I hear David Otunga's awesome theme all the time. Oh, hey, oh.
it's all about
You want me
me.
to, you want me to kill myself.
Oh my god! When it used to be the NX, what used to be the Nexus?
It was Justin Gabriel's theme. Justin Gabriel's theme.
Yeah,
The
that's what it
core.
was. Yeah, like really? Now you're using that shit?
Most likely, we're gonna see we're gonna see all these legends come out and beat up Pete Slater. That's gonna be the biggest segment for Raw. Like they're gonna get all these legends and come out and beat up
Actually,
Pete
there's-
Slater.
He's basically like, no, I mean, I'm better than all these legends. I mean,
And then like Stone Cold Steve Austin's music hits, and you just see like a line of legends come down, and they surround the ring, and they just crash Heath Slater.
That would be stupid, though.
But you know it's gonna happen. Like you have some sort of idea that that's what they've been trying to push up to. They did at the 15th anniversary. They had like a Legends Black Battle Royal.
I hope
That
Kamala
was
comes out.
stupid, too.
I hope Kamala comes out with his artificial legs and squashes Heath Slater.
Oh my god.
Beats the shit out of him with his legs.
Might as well get Zach
Oh.
going too.
But he's
down
got-
like Owen.
Zach Gowen's got one working leg. Kamala has none.
Oh,
He just comes down in a
Kamala doesn't
wheelchair.
have a leg to stand.
So
Oh,
Going can do a one-legged moonsault.
Kamala can do a no-legged moonsault.
oh.
A stump salt.
Doesn't know
He
what
can do
A stump
he can do a
salt.
stump salt. Stump off the top rope.
You guys are fucking
Big
terrible.
Stump salt.
Okay. So that was a good rant. Should we move on to news?
We still got news. It's been like an 8-hour show.
Can I cut you guys off for 1 second about something?
Sure.
You got a second. You got a second. Go.
Wish me a happy birthday. I just turned
Time's
21.
up.
Is it really your birthday?
oh,
Yep.
get this man a shot.
Shot,
you
shot,
drinking,
shot,
boy?
shot, shot, shot,
I'm not
shot.
drinking anything.
You better get a
What the
drink in
hell?
your hand right now.
No, I'm not drinking. But yes, today is my 21st birthday.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
excellent. Happy birthday.
Whoa, it's your
Birthday,
21st and you're talking to us and you're not at a bar right now.
Nah, that's later tonight.
You're a disgrace.
Hey, happy birthday.
Hey, I'm gracing you with my appearance, so
Yeah, so there. Happy birthday to you later on in the year, sir.
Happy birthday, dude.
thank you.
Hey, Greg. You shouldn't say anything. You go to Disneyland, so shut your mouth.
Hey, Disneyland's good.
Yeah, I mean, they have tons of AJs there.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh.
Greg, take a seat over here, please.
Greg likes Disneyland because he just scouts local talent, you know what I mean?
You into Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse?
He's in the
Which
both.
one's your favorite, Greg?
He's into Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
So sorry, I'm trying to find some news that we could go over.
I like he's totally no-selling the
I
insult.
know.
How about this? How about talking about WrestleMania, the new one coming up? What's that? 29, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
what about it?
Fine.
Yeah. So they're sitting there saying that it's going to be possibly the Undertaker's coming back.
Oh no, most definitely the Undertaker will be coming back.
All right, and then now they're saying it's going to be also Rock and Lesnar's coming back.
No.
And
Well, the thing is, they're trying to pick his opponent, and right now there's currently 3 people that they're going to leave up to The Undertaker to choose as his opponent for WrestleMania. John Cena.
Let's bring on Lesnar. I mean, I would love to see that match.
Well, here's the thing. Undertaker has to choose. They're leaving it up to Undertaker who he wants to fight. So it's John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and The Rock.
It's going to be
Ooh.
Undertaker versus Santino.
The thing
Oh,
is,
that'd be great.
No.
the thing is, both The Rock and both The Rock and Brock Lesnar are signed for WrestleMania. They have to be at WrestleMania. So, whoever The Rock picks, the other guy will probably be the main event at WrestleMania.
Right, but the thing is this, that you're probably going to see a Rock Lesnar reunion.
Most likely we're going to see a Rock versus Cena match. It's a matter of time that's going to happen.
If Taker picks Cena,
Sting versus Undertaker.
Hell yeah.
That's never going to
How about
happen.
Hogan?
Everyone wants to see.
If Taker chooses Cena, that will be the main event.
I remember when everyone was
The
like,
title will once again not be in the main event.
I remember when Undertaker was like, he was hinting towards a Barrett feud as well. He wanted to fight Wade Barrett at WrestleMania, and he actually wanted to put Wade Barrett over for whatever reason.
Because Taker said time after time, and there's even Triple H is known to say it, because I know Triple H and Undertaker are close, that Undertaker wants to retire losing at WrestleMania. He wants to lose, and so if he loses, he wants to put over a young talent. Who's better than putting over as like the next big thing than Wade Barrett?
Well, how old is Wade
And
Barrett?
Cody Rhodes. How about
Barrett's
that?
turned to Barrett. Oh, by the way, on Twitter, someone asked Barrett when he's coming back to WWE. Barrett said, "I'm coming back at Money in the Bank, keep it quiet." And then the guy replied, "That was tonight, though." And Barrett was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oops.
And then that guy's like, "Yeah, it was tonight." And Barrett's like, "I messed up bad then."
Yeah, Barrett's 31.
Yeah,
He's
they
not
wouldn't.
young.
They wouldn't waste it. They wouldn't give the streak to a 31-year-old person.
It's gonna be
They-
Sting.
They would give it to somebody who was like Randy Orton, who was a young person.
Randy Orton is
Like
30,
30
dude.
anyways.
No, I mean he
Barrett's
won the world
younger than
champion-
Orton.
Yeah, he's
He
talking
won
like
the world
young
championship
stuff.
at like 19 or 21 or something.
So
not 20.
you mean they would give the win to someone who was in their early mid 20s,
Give it
Yeah,
to
somebody
Ziggler.
who could do more with that time.
like Dean Ambrose,
Maybe.
Why would they give it to Dean Ambrose?
because he's young and he's
I mean, if they
talented.
could-
Young.
If they could build
They're
that
gonna
person
give it
up,
to him.
if they could build that person up and then give them the streak, that'd have them set for years and years. But you give it to somebody who's 30, and I mean, their
Like,
career.
yeah, I get what you're
basically
saying on
half
that.
over.
Yeah, they're gonna be like either they're gonna have to make the sell to one person and be like, all right, this is the one person who has beat the Undertaker. So they're gonna have to give him a big streak for a long time, and they're gonna have to sell their moves completely. And I really don't see anybody like majorly in the industry right now that can sell that crap, not being young.
Hornswoggle.
Oh
You're
Jesus,
so funny.
he's already been to GM, so no, we
He's
already
been the
gave him-
GM. He's Vince's
Oh.
bastard son. He was the
Just
last
horrible.
cruiserweight champion.
Exactly. He needs the streak to complete it.
Oh God, shoot me! If that happens, I quit watching wrestling.
No, I
I'm
would
kinda
kill
better.
myself if that ever happened, because I would not want to live in
I'm
a
kinda-
world where Hornswoggle could beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, yet two men like Albert and who's the other guy?
Big Show.
Big Show can't beat Undertaker at Mania.
I'm just saying that suggestion alone has me cutting my wrists. You don't notice, but I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding on the floor right now.
That's what it was meant to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So if I keel over, it's your fault.
Rest in peace, Mike.
I cut it
Um,
vertically, not horizontally, by the way.
Did we already talk about Kurt Angle wanting to come back to the WWE?
he
Did we talk about that?
We never talked about it because that news came out last week and we didn't do a show last week.
Somebody brings up a good point. Like, this is just on a forum. Cena's wife is entitled to half that contract.
Oh my god.
No, I said Cena had to win because his divorce papers were in the briefcase.
No, this is somebody different.
I know, but that's what I'm going with. So shut up.
Oh.
She's gonna cash it in.
Burn.
No,
like
but
it.
Kurt Angle, what Kurt Angle wants to do, Kurt Angle wants to retire in the next 2 years. And he would like to retire in the WWE, but him, just like Sting, is putting TNA before that. So we're just gonna have to wait and see.
How about this? We see Rock, Angle, Cena, and Lesnar for a championship.
I want to see Angle, Bryan in a submission match.
Swagger. How about that?
No. I want to see
No.
Angle, Bryan in a submission match.
Actually, what I would like to see though is you have like Swagger get like a really small mini push, and all of a sudden he's out there cutting a promo saying he's the best wrestler, and all of a sudden you hear Kurt Angle's theme. All of a sudden you hear Kurt Angle's theme, and he just goes and he just beats the hell out of Ziggler.
Yeah. I don't know.
That would I think that would be great.
Yeah, I'm not believing Angle until he actually does it. Same thing with Sting. Sting has said for the past like 5 years that he's going to WWE, and he never does it. So, why fucking believe him? Batista's getting an MMA opponent, his first one soon.
He's gonna lose.
He's fighting Rashid Smash Evans, and his record is 1-2.
Rashad Evans.
Whatever.
Rashad Evans, former
Is this a wheelchair match or
No,
so
actually,
Batista old as shit now? I mean, already.
It's a grudge
is.
match.
and actually, it's not Rashad Evans. The guy's name is Rashid.
Oh, fuck you. I
It's
win.
not Rashad.
You're British. I
Hey,
don't
pardon?
know. I love you, Matt.
As like Spike's website goes down, as we say that. Because the designer and the main guy is actually British.
Oops.
I'm playing.
Goldust is returning to the ring.
Oh Jesus!
He returned. He was going to be returning tonight in Hollywood, Florida, for the NWA Ring Warriors promotion. He was scheduled to face Vordell Walker.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
Never heard of him.
I guess we never talked about the creative really behind AJ and them coming out saying that they're wanting to make her the next Miss Elizabeth or Sable.
Oh man.
Does it really matter? We always talk about this.
No, I mean we never mentioned it before. We talked about it in chat, but we haven't talked about it on the podcast.
Too much as it is.
I agree.
This
No
is
more
not the-
AJ
That's
ever.
AJ.
This is not the AJ show.
Well, I want it to be
Great.
the okay. I'm gonna make an AJ podcast, and it's gonna be me and Copeland, since we're the only ones who like her,
Oh God.
And me.
and Joker,
No.
maybe.
I'll join. I'll join
No.
that.
Okay, and PK.
We know who the pedophiles are in this caller.
I'll notify the
We're gonna call
authorities.
this podcast Circle Jerk.
An LLC based out of New York named Mocker registered to trademark ECW for wrestling use in March. Apparently, WWE has trademark slipped, and the registration was assigned to an examiner earlier this week. So, WWE doesn't own the right to the name ECW.
They'll probably
ECW is coming back now.
Who knows?
God, I hope not.
they'll probably buy it back.
ECW.
Just
No.
putting this out. Looking forward to WWE CW Unreleased Volume 2 next month.
Here's the thing, though, is honestly, if this actually goes through, here's what it's going to be called. It's called, like, people who register domains, like, say, lagspike.tv right now is up for grabs, right? I have the LLC for Lagspike TV.
Wait, is it up for
And-
grabs right now?
No, it's not.
Damn it.
So don't even
Okay, go on.
But say lagspike.tv goes up for grabs here.
I was about to
you
jump
know,
on that
in
shit,
less
being
than
like,
24 hours.
Where are you
right?
gonna pay it for
So
me?
here I am. I go to bed after this podcast. I wake up and I'm like, shit, didn't register the site. Well, fuck. The next thing you know is I'm gonna be like, okay, contacting you. How much money can I give you to get that back? Because I need the rights to that to be able to sell merchandise and to be able to sell other things. And you're like, I want it, 50,000, right off the bat. I'd be like,
He's not going to do
50,000?
it for 50,000.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like .tv.
$1
Really
million.
seriously, really seriously. But I'm saying, like,
millions of
if
dollars.
if I offered you $50,000 and being like, look, here's the deal, I just want lagspike.tv back. Will you take 50,000 for lagspike.tv? And you give it over to me and you sign the rights over to me. Yeah, you're gonna jump on that and be like, fuck yeah, okay, 50,000. That's no biggie, whatever. So you know that WWE is gonna go to this guy and be like, shit, we fucked up. Hey, here's the deal. If we give you a fuck ton of money, we can make money off of this. And, so, we want to buy that back.
No.
This person's not going to...
I think what this is they lost the rights to the promotion name of ECW, not the merchandise name, because they own that after pretty much.
Right, but it's still going to be the same.
Own all rights.
But they don't
It's
own
still
the
gonna
right
be the
to bringing back like the promotion of ECW.
They can't if this goes forward and this wrestling company actually goes forward and becomes ECW. I highly doubt they can use the actual name Extreme Championship Wrestling.
No, they would have to change it like Eastern Championship Wrestling or something like that.
Well, that's what Extreme Championship Wrestling used to be.
Yeah.
But you got to look at things as being like marketing wise. If you hear the name ECW, you're going to initially think ECW. It doesn't matter if it's Eastern Championship Wrestling, that's going to be whatever. But you hear ECW, that rings in your head that this is associated with this, which it's actually not completely. And people will pay people off to get that association away. So, yeah, that's what it's basically going to come down to. It's going to basically be a payout. And, hey, more power to them. They're getting paid for a name. Whoopty fuck.
It's like how the AWA resurfaced. The AWA is back, but it's not the AWA.
Exactly.
It's a common knockoff, but they're still allowed to use the name.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to close on the podcast because I think we've been going over for like 2 hours now. So yeah, I think
Pop on
the botch. I'll go over Matt's right now because he left. His pop goes to Ziggler winning the Money in the Bank. That's good. His flop goes to me and my pedophilic attraction towards AJ. Well, she's not. It's not called pedophile since she's 25. And his botch.
She's under 18.
No, she's 25.
Way to kill you.
12.
Plus kill.
And her botch. His botch.
Her bot.
His
Her bot
botch.
goes to you.
His botch goes to the briefcase that John Cena pulled down and it broke.
Ooh, damn it.
Well, no, you pick the same botch if you want. It doesn't fucking matter. So, I'm gonna... Who's ready? Who wants to go first?
Me.
Mike, go. Because you have to put up the podcast soon.
I know, because it'll be up before tomorrow. The pop goes to the Daniel Bryan CM Punk match. The flop goes to This Week in Wrestling in general. And my botch goes to you for thinking Matt was a girl.
Okay. Jonesy, next.
My pop goes to Ziggler winning. My flop goes to Monday night. Oh wait, no. Well, actually no. My flop is the Raw Money in the Bank match, and my botch is Monday night.
Okay. Hunter, go. All right, Hunter, that's
Hunter.
perfect. Top pop on the botch. Strike, go.
My pop would be...
Leave it to the old man to slow everything down.
Yeah, I can't really do it this week.
Okay, that's fine.
Just bad in general.
That's fine. Joker, pop on the botch.
Pop goes to Ziggler winning. Flop goes to... I can't really think of a flop, but my botch. Oh my god, my botch goes to Raw. It goes to fucking Raw.
Hey, fuck you, Greg, for skipping me over.
I just asked you if you wanted to go.
You said, oh, hey, Hunter.
Anyway.
Hunter.
Okay, so I have two pops.
Okay.
Ziggler winning the Money in the Bank, and my softball team, we're about to win the championship.
Oh my god.
No one cares.
I can
No
feel
one
it.
cares.
It's in my blood.
Is it in your boner?
It
Even
is.
before he loses by 25.
Your soft boner.
Hey, shut your
Softball
mouth,
boner.
Patrick. Flop goes to Greg for skipping me over, and botch goes to Botch Kara for botching. Like Kara can.
Speaking of botch, what happened to Botchamania?
He updates it as he wants.
He
Yeah.
gets shut down like constantly. He's probably fucking tired of battling YouTube.
Hopefully this will the first Money in the Bank match will motivate him to get on.
Oh, he already.
Oh, he
got
tweeted.
Facebook saying thank you for the footage, WWE.
No.
He tweeted.
Okay, which one of our guests is ready to do his pop, flop, and botch? Patrick, Adam.
How about the boss goes first?
Okay,
Oh, fuck.
boss, Mr. Boss, you
He's
go
not
first.
the boss. Don't call him the boss. He's a person. He's Adam from like TV.
He's a man.
All right, so
Even, but
my pop is going to go to Dolph Ziggler finally getting the push that he actually fucking needs after multiple different times that I didn't actually think he was going to win this match. My flop goes to AJ. Goddamn WWE, what the fuck? Like seriously, we based a fucking storyline around a love triangle. Go fuck yourself.
They
And,
do it all the
I'm gonna
time.
but this one's
Remember
ridiculous.
Edge?
I'd
Remember
rather see
Edge, Lita, and Matt
fuck
Hardy?
a
That
dead-
was really good.
Yeah, but I'd rather see Kane fuck a dead girl than watch this fucking love story.
Oh.
Anybody remember that shit?
Shit.
and the botch goes to my power company. Fuck you, you dick suckers. I so bad. My fucking my electric goes off every time it fucking storms now, apparently. It doesn't matter. They can be a sprinkle or do fall on the fucking lines. The signs that, oh no, fuck you. You have shows to do. You're trying to get Lag Spike back on its feet after you've been many of weeks of working on this new the new system that we have on our side. But no, fuck you. Trying to bring shows back? Nah. We're gonna go fuck you. So AEP, if you're listening, AEP, I fucking hate you, and I hope right along with this storyline with AJ. There you go. That's
Okay, before we move on to Patrick, we have Summer Remix. He or she, I'm sorry, you're probably he. Your pop goes to Ziggler. His Money in the Bank win. Your flop goes to Raw Money in the Bank. And your botch is the failed cash-in with Ziggler. Yeah, you're a he. Okay. That's a good pop on the botch. And Patrick.
I'm gonna have two pops. One is you gotta go with Ziggler. I mean, that was easily probably the best part of the pay-per-view. Another one is, well, for me, because it's my birthday. Flop. Just that Raw was just god-awful. It was just terrible. And honestly, I'm going with the good botch since I thought it killed him, but Tyson Kidd bouncing Dolph Ziggler's face off the mat. I think it was supposed to be a power bomb, but he never pulled him.
Oh wow. Okay. So I guess I'll end it with me. I have 3 pops.
You fucking greedy bastard.
First
I
pop.
wanna put a-
First pop goes to Ziggler. Second pop goes to AJ in a referee uniform.
Oh my
Third one
god.
goes to my softball team, right?
And I just forgot what my third one is.
It goes to my softball team, right?
No. It goes to. Fuck. Where did it go? I'll just give it to Punk.
Don't you look like a jackass?
And
No.
the third pop goes to
Look
the
like-
pop that happened in his pants when he saw AJ.
When I saw, yeah, exactly.
Fucking-
The third pop is the pop in my pants when I saw AJ in the referee uniform.
Wait, you have a penis?
So funny. Okay. My flop.
Summer says the third pop is the Slater gif.
I have 2 flops. My first flop goes to Raw, and my second flop goes to TNA, continuing the AJ Styles, Claire Lynch, and Dixie Carter.
You mentioned TNA.
I mentioned TNA. I was not going to end this podcast unless I mentioned that stupid fucking storyline. God,
You still
if I could kill Bruce Pritchard, I would.
You still can't end it. We still got a segment left.
And
What's your botch?
and my last one, my botch Kara. Since like not even like 10 minutes into the Money in the Bank
Kara?
match, he just started botching like crazy. Oh yeah,
Good.
and Strike has a returning segment for us. Strike, let's do the best and worst.
All right. For those that didn't listen, the last time we did this show, about a month ago,
It wasn't a month.
I introduced a new segment, and it was the best and worst, where I basically gave a certain topic and then a given best and worst of them, and everybody could say if they agreed with it or would replace it. We did the WrestleMania main event and then the Hell in a Cell match, the best and worst of each of them respectively. Well, I'm looking at the selection I got now, and I figure I might as well group these 3 together since they're the same thing, basically. They're about debuts. So, the first up is the debut Vidgnet, which is the videos that showcase before they
Vignette.
debut. Screw you.
Ooh, I wouldn't do that one for the sole reason that I can't remember some of the debuts. Like some of the best vignettes were from the Attitude Era, and
well, I mean,
even I
just-
can't remember most of them.
Well, the best has Mr. Perfect,
Oh, okay.
and the worst,
That takes it. Fuck it. I agree with that. Mr. Perfect was fucking amazing.
and then the worst has Kazarni, who was the clown.
Yeah, I know.
Who's now married to the cat.
I don't know
So,
about
Do
that.
y'all,
Is,
do y'all agree? Do y'all?
is there a vignette that's worse than Kazarni's? I guess Tent Size was pretty terrible. Tent Size was just like a picture of his face.
What about Muhammad Hassan and Davari at the airport?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I have to say that one was probably the worst. Okay, yeah, Davari and Muhammad.
Anyone else? Or?
No, I think
All
we're
right.
yeah. What's the next one?
Well, the second part is the actual debut. The best has Kane,
Mm.
and the worst has the Shockmaster.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. The name right there just
Worst-
sells it right
worst-
there.
The
He
worst.
should be called the Shocker Master.
Kane's was good because there was already story behind him when he debuted. But I also like Jericho's debut in the WWE.
Oh.
Jericho's was a really good one because of the Millennium Clock and everything. That was really good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember some other debuts.
The Rocks.
I
Brock Lesnar's was pretty good.
Some people would say Goldberg was pretty good. I wouldn't say it though.
Trying to think of other good debuts.
Other good debuts, you know, Mr. Perfect alone, his debut alone was really fucking good. I don't know.
What about John Cena's debut?
No, because John Cena's debut, John Cena debuted when Kurt Angle was doing that that tournament thing. Remember?
That's actually the next segment. Debut matches. This is just debuts.
Okay, I think I have to give the best debut. My opinion would have to go to Jericho. I think he just had a better build up to it.
And you're not contesting the worst being Shockmaster?
Oh fuck no. Are you?
How
can you contest that?
I don't think anybody would.
They you know
Shockmaster.
you know the story behind Shockmaster?
Like-
Dusty Rhodes came up with the gimmick. Okay? That alone. And what happened was they decided that it was such a bad gimmick, and since it was live TV, someone actually nailed a board to the bottom of the wall that Shockmaster was supposed to go through for the sole reason to fuck up the gimmick. So they were already planning to fuck it up from the beginning. And so that was a point in WCW's career where they knew that they could do anything and just, you know, not give a fuck. Not give a fuck whatsoever. So,
Alright, and the final little bit of this is the debut match, since this is all about debuts. The best is written down as John Cena, and the worst is written down as Kazani.
John Cena's debut match was against Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
about a 10-minute match and he lost.
yeah, because he was gonna be the first one to beat Kurt Angle, wasn't it? Like he was close to beating him because Kurt Angle was like pretty much squashing everybody, and Cena was the first one to actually challenge
It was a
him.
10-minute match and he reversed like everything Kurt Angle was throwing at him, and then he got pinned by a crossface chicken wing.
Yeah, and that's when actually Cena knew wrestling moves. But no, that wasn't that wasn't the best.
Like now, followed up with the three shoulders, and then the "you can't see me" bullshit, and
Yeah, Mike. Mike. Is he not in here?
He's derping.
He's derping hard, apparently.
Well, what would you replace John Cena's match with?
Oh, you know what? That's kind of hard to say, because the debuts.
dude, I
really...
want to say an Edge match, hardcore. Edge's old matches were ridiculous.
His debut match, but his debut match was
But his debut match was him and Sable. No, was it him and Sable versus Mark Barrow and Jacqueline?
What was?
I can't remember.
No, that was Edge's first pay-per-view match.
Yeah. No, Edge's first match, he won, but I can't remember against who. Also, I would probably argue that the best debut was Edge, because Edge's was sick. His vignettes for the build-up was really cool. Mike.
What's up?
Who would you say had the best debut match? Like who made their debut and had the best first match? They apparently the forum that Strike is getting this off of says it's John Cena, but I wouldn't say that. See, it's kind of hard because like you remember the debuts, but you don't remember their like first match.
Santino, that's easy to remember. He won the Intercontinental title in his first match.
Santino,
Who did?
but Santino had the help of.
By any means. I mean, the match just got off. But I'm saying it's memorable for that because he won.
Yeah.
Carlito won the U.S. title match on his first match as well.
Who did he face?
Cena.
Against Cena?
He beat Cena.
Was that his first match, or was that his first match on Raw?
No, that was his
It was
first
his
match.
overall. Because it was on SmackDown.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. The 1, 2, 3 kid.
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh,
fuck, the 1-2-3 kid. That match was great.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
it wasn't great, but it was memorable.
And it turned the 1-2-3 kid into like one of the biggest underdogs at the time.
Because you had this no-name punk, snot-nosed punk kid who beat Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
The big machismo. Nobody can touch him. And then kid comes in and beats him, and then beats him the next week.
Yeah. And then he went on with a feud to Ted DiBiase, I believe, afterwards.
Then after that, he became Razor Ramon's friend.
Yeah.
Turned on him.
All right. Well, do you say Kizarni has the worst debut thread? I mean, debut match?
The worst debut?
Worst debut match.
Mm,
He faced a losing streak MVP.
The worst debut match, I would have to go with Kurt Angle.
Really?
Yeah. Because he fought Sean he fought Sean Stasiak. Huh?
Didn't Taz
I
have
would
like
say-
an awesome debut match against Kurt Angle at the Royal Rumble?
He did, but Kurt Angle's debut was against Sean Stasiak. And that was pretty bad. So, what else? In terms of worst debuts,
Wait, wasn't Kurt Angle's first match against Tiger Ali Singh or whatever?
nope, it was against Sean Stasiak at the Survivor Series.
Oh.
Because that's when he debuted. I would want to say, crap, Ludwig Borga,
Who's Eddie Baker?
if anybody remembers him.
Who?
Ludwig Borga.
I don't remember him.
He was a big Russian, massive heel kind of dude, like Kozlov.
I can't remember him, dude.
Who else? Goldust's debut wasn't very memorable.
Yeah.
But his assless chaps were, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. We're pushing the podcast on way too long. We have to end
But
it.
on that note,
No, we're not.
I've got to head out, guys. So.
Okay, so let me just end it right now. Thank you everybody for joining us to the Arc of Wrestling podcast. We've gone on way too long. Mike needs to put this up on YouTube.
I'll do what I want.
You know you'll fucking do it. That's what's gonna
Shut your
happen.
mouth. Shut your mouth.
It comes down to the boss saying, I got to step out, guys. But,
Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that ended anyway.
Yeah, I wanted to end it anyways. Okay. So follow us on Twitter over at twitter.com/Arc of Wrestling. Follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/Arc of Wrestling.
Hey, pimp the guest Twitters too.
Right.
Right.
Twitter.com/lagspike_TV and
Ooh.
twitter.com/PKPunk1.
One.
Yeah. So go follow
They'll
them.
be in the description.
Yeah. Hopefully Mike will put them in.
They'll get it.
And
And also, guys, here soon, what you'll have here on lagspike.tv is if you've ever missed an episode of this show, you can actually go back. We're all going to get together on this side, and I'm going to show them a little bit how to go and post on the website
perfect.
to throw that up. So, so YouTube, go suck it. If you take this shit down, we got you beat.
There we go.
All right. So we'll catch you
Alright, hold
folks
on.
later.
Hold on. What did you want to say, Patrick, before we ended this?
Oh, also, cheap plug for the website I write for, Pro Wrestling Powerhouse. Don't worry, there's no video.
Pro Wrestling Powerhouse. I want everybody to go there. If you're not, you're a butt. If you don't go to Pro Wrestling Powerhouse, you're a butt. Just letting everybody know that. So, again, thank you everybody for joining us. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook.
We love you.
We're going to be updating iTunes very shortly. We have a new method to uploading on iTunes. which will be much easier after arguing with Jimmy.
Jesus Christ, just end it.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We love you, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Get out!
And cut it right there. Okay.
God damn.
We're good.
Freaking 8-hour show.
Shut up.
It was almost 3
I love it.
hours. That's not 8.
Okay. I'm
That was like 4
gonna
and a half hours.
stop the broadcast, everybody, right now, and then I'll just so Mike could start cutting stuff out, and then we'll come right back.